era has begun, as a cataclysmic war was brought to a devastating end over 6 centuries ago. A career was brought to ruin, and mankind spread itself over the material plane, not knowing that an unforeseen evil would seep in and corrupt the landscape. With the help of metallic-colored dragons, mankind was able to stop any further corruption. But when the dragons went into hibernation, mankind's only hope was to turn to the gods. Many priests tried to contact the gods and demanded their help, but no response came. An ever-looming corruption spread through the churches, and faith fell into decay. Only tales and legends speak of the true clerics of the gods, as well as a prophecy that one day a group of heroes will restore the faith of the gods in mankind and slay the beasts that sought their destruction. Decades passed, and a rise in corrupted energy spiked the interests of some of the gods. But are their intentions good or evil? Will we unravel the mysteries that are afoot? For now, our story begins in a small town on the outskirts of a kingdom. Here, something strange is unraveling.
Hello everyone and welcome in. I'm quickly going to check the cameras because I can see myself twice and that's not supposed to happen. I don't know why this happens. I'm
stealing my character.
Already, yeah. So we'll be quickly doing all the things we need to do. Let's see, that's camera 6. Matty, I'm going to have to manually search you because I'm going to have to... Let's see, where are you? Where are you? Okay, not on that side. Oh.
Professionalism.
Look at that. This is professionalism right there. Look at that. There we go. Right, there we have Matty. So this was supposed to happen.
Scenes.
Hey guys, welcome to D&D.
Hi.
Whoa.
Matty,
Right,
oh.
Sorry, Matty, I'll wave back at you because no one else can fucking see you.
There we go.
Wait,
this looks a lot better.
Hey.
This looks a lot better. Do you have your glasses backwards?
Didn't take that long.
There is another scene that I quickly have to check, so bear with me as I'll be switching over to that scene because I can see myself there twice also, which is not supposed to happen, but we know that, you know, Matty will be there.
Hey, you gone again?
Hi Mika, hi Zay, hi Gus.
There he is.
Hello everyone.
Hog.
Right. Already awkward silence.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I just had to fix this. We knew this was going to happen.
Did we? Specifically this?
Well, yes.
I assume this much, yeah.
Yeah.
They've been replaced by ice. Wow.
There we go. Ah, lots better. This is lots better. Wait, where did Brandon go?
There's music.
There is music. Oh. It is so good to see every single one of you. Welcome in. This is the first ever episode that we are going to do. We are probably all nervous, so bear with me if we ever do a slip up or if I forget a rule, because I'm not an all-knowing DM and I like to just do the things as we go. First, I want to do some shout-outs to magnificent people who have helped us. First and foremost to the person who made this amazing music that we currently are playing, Never Ever. If you are curious to more of his music, please go down in the about. There's a link, there should be a link to his SoundCloud, so please go check him out. Another shout out is to Katronic, who did for us the introduction narrative voice acting? I think I'm going to call it that. So big shout out to her, and then for basically everything else graphically that you can see, is the lovely Helen, who has made our name tags, as well as the background, as well as the intro animation. So I think I have both Kat's and Helen's Instagrams linked in the about. So
Oh, thanks.
yeah, you're welcome. Go ahead and
Nice.
check them out.
Cool.
I'm going to quickly just introduce every single person that is here with me tonight. First and foremost, on my right are Brendan, who is playing
Hello.
Pain, Danny, who's playing Torval, and then we have Matty in the back. And underneath there, we have from left to right, Foying, Helen, and Void. Most of us, I mean, 3 of us, I think, are streaming, which are me, Foying, and Void. The rest of us are always to be found somewhere. Helen is found on Instagram. We do have a few social medias, including YouTube. We will be posting these videos every single Wednesday. So people who cannot see like the whole episode or the whole thing, you can watch it back on Wednesday or on Thursday, whenever you like. These sessions will be weekly, so check us out when you have the chance, and just say hi. We already appreciate that so much. Next step, we have a TikTok for any of the fun clips that we can find, any other things that we can do, maybe even goofy ones, and an Instagram where I'll be doing slight sneak peeks in some things that might happen in future episodes. And without further ado, I would like to dive in to tonight's episode, as we will find ourselves in a village called Drywood, on the edge of a kingdom now met with turmoil, as 2 of our adventurers have recently returned with the help of a, well, friendly wood elf. Blonde hair, standing tall, about 5'10", as he leads the way into the square. Torval and Edgar, as you get guided back into the, well, town that you've already visited, you notice that after your presence away, a lot of traffic has come through, as well as a lot of mercenaries are now afoot. You see men and women, armed to the teeth, standing and waiting. A 6 foot tall, towering person, clad in complete armor, is shouting at them. The friendly elf who brought you here points. So, last time there weren't as many people as now. I'm guessing the war is actually a thing now. I reckon you're mercenaries, so I think you're better off finding work soon, or be drafted into the war. I'm not sure why you were in the forest, and if someone sends you, please seek them out first. They might even reward you for what you did. So please, stay on the path, and don't like people who have strayed away. For now, I bid you farewell. I have to report my findings. As the elf now walks towards the tall, armored person. You are standing in a thoroughfare. It's the 2 of you. What do you do?
Horrible.
Yes.
We head to the pub, inn, tavern.
Yeah, I suggest we go to the tavern.
Because,
The dry
Fun.
keg in.
yes.
Alright.
So I think you might owe me a drink.
I think I do.
As
So
you
we head
walk towards the dry keg inn, you find yourself looking about and trying to avoid as many people who are currently patrolling and walking through Drywood. The tension has elevated as many of the people are looking concerned. So you find yourself back in the friendly tavern and inn that you first, well, met each other. As
Do
you
we see
walk in,
Old Wolf?
as you walk
What do you
in,
think?
you see the familiar bartender, bald in head, a tainted skin, as well as a strange-looking mutton chops with a mustache. As he's, again, just cleaning one of the tankards, he looks at you. Ah, there you are. Been a while, 2 days. Didn't think that you would be there. Thought you lost you.
Trust me, for us it didn't feel like 2 days.
It didn't feel like 2 days.
Weird, though. It genuinely didn't feel like 2 days, but not that we can complain, right, Orville?
Please, sit down. I'd like to hear everything about that.
Well,
So-
Where to begin?
exactly.
What did you find out?
There was, well, we went to Bjarno's place.
Oh yeah, the hunter.
They were missing. We ended up following some tracks into a forest where we encountered some, just some normal random things. Then we spotted a house.
House.
Yeah, large building.
Sort of a mansion.
Yeah.
It looked like.
That's an. How far in were you?
Well, that's the thing. For us, it didn't seem too far. Well, I say not too far, but from being told we've been missing for 2 days, I cannot say.
Hmm.
But yeah, so we go into the mansion, no problems whatsoever. Definitely no problems. And yeah, encountered a sort of ritual thing going on.
Ritual, you said.
Yeah,
Weird
it
summoning
seemed-
circles
It
on the
seemed
floor.
ritualistic, cloaks and all. But whatever was going on there, after being attacked by something, I'm not sure what.
Could you describe it? Were you able to see
Oh.
it?
Funny you say that. We weren't able to see it in front of us, only through reflections.
In the mirrors that were in the room.
But after dealing with it, we sort of looked all around the rest of the mansion, didn't find anything, and made our way back. For us,
Hmm.
again, it could have only been a couple of hours.
A couple of hours.
But then afterwards we met the hunter, I think it was. And he
Jana.
said yeah.
Fiona.
And he said we have been missing for 2 days.
Yeah, we thought you were missing. Hours and days. I haven't heard of that before. Are you certain about that?
We are.
Mostly certain.
Peculiar. Very peculiar. Right. Anyways, welcome back. The war has started. As you might have heard and seen. Anyways, drinks. You look like you can eat one.
Round is on me.
Right. Cheapest deal
Yes.
or top
please.
shelf? Okay. That will be 2 copper pieces, please. As he protrudes 2 tankards, pulls them underneath a keg that is familiar to you, Edgar, I believe. As he places down 2 tankards and shoves them towards you. Right, okay, if you need me, I'll be right there, probably polishing some tankards. Anywho,
Thank you.
stay safe. I might have some other job for you, though I need more people before we can call it a job. And with that, he steps back, picks up another tankard and starts polishing it. The mood within the inn is currently changing. There's a lot of folk armed to the teeth, and now stepping inside. Rumors and murmurs are happening as the inn starts to fill itself with more folk. The crackling fire roars in the centerpiece as the wooden beams protrude large shadows up to the ceiling. Two people in the corner of your eye catch your attention. A strange looking man with an odd shoulder piece and a scrawny little girl sitting at a table. Adero Valeria, you've been traveling for a few days after your encounter in the carnival. You find yourself in Triwards. You've noticed that there's a shift in the air when you, well, after you travelled for so long with just two of you, now finding yourself in a town that is bustling with life. As people are running through, armed to the teeth. A large figure stands tall, clad in complete plate armor, shouting at a few of, you can imagine, Adero, our mercenaries. You look at each other. Finally, civilization.
Smells like war. Smells like a lot of authority. A lot of misguided passion. Smells like death. I don't think there's like the right way for anything to happen here. Scary times.
What do we do? Which side do we join, Adaro?
I mean, which sides are there? Like, how would you tackle that? The morality of like anything is like so obscure and like war and like, why would one like join a side in the first place? Only
Because
to,
we
like,
need
cause
to do
more suffering.
something. Where do we go now? We've run away from the carnival. We have to settle somewhere.
True, I suppose. That's true. I guess finding out whichever side the carnival people were on and siding against that sounds like a fair shout, I would say. That seemed like overall bad.
I don't know what Dorlan was, but he was very scary. I wouldn't like to meet anyone like him again.
Yeah, it was rather scary. Like, I'd never seen such a thing, and I have seen some things at this point. That wasn't even like a human or anything. That was just like some creature. I would hardly think that any of this is like good in any shape or form. Rather bad. So opposing bad would probably be like a good idea, I guess. But for that we would have to like get more information to like what actually is going on. And I don't even know where to begin to like find more information of like whatever that was or whatever is going on there.
Can I overhear what the man shouting in the full plate armor is saying?
What's your passive perception?
Good question.
It's like an active perception. Oh,
is.
she tries to listen for it.
Already rule lawyering.
I'm trying to see if she can hear the full conversation at this point.
I'm just joking.
Maybe 12. Where is that on the sheet?
So if you go to your perception, it will say your bonus, and in brackets in greyish, it will show you your passive.
It's 12 then.
Okay, 12. You try to zone into the conversation that has been going on for a while. As you pick up a few of the words, one of them is maggots. You're no good to me, get out of my face. As at that point, the people who were standing in front of the armored giant walk away as a new group arrives in. You hear them start. Right, okay, names and places. As the people speak in a tongue you do not understand.
I can't tell what they're saying, Idari, but that guy just called them maggots, so I don't think he's very nice.
I would say it's just like common military talk to like demean people to like make them feel less so like they obey better. I highly doubt that like he actually thinks they're like, you know, maggots. I think it's just like, you know, common term for that.
That's true. That's what Dorla Ann used to call me, so I should have thought about that.
I suppose so. You shouldn't get.
Can you understand what they're saying? Because I don't speak the language.
Do you understand what they're saying? I don't think I do.
No,
I don't think I do.
No clue.
Yeah, I've no clue either.
Well, let's just keep drinking then.
I suppose so. We also like probably should like think about where to sleep, where to eat. Town's like very full. A lot of mercenary, a lot of, you know, hired folk. It seems. I suppose like the tavern is gonna be like very full.
And as you say that, you see a stream of mercenaries come from every direction and pour into the tavern.
Wait, how many doors does the tavern have?
Two,
it's like a saloon.
Two actually large double doors that are about 10 feet in width and 10 feet high. So the complete entrance is 20 feet width and 10 feet high.
It's a big ass saloon, damn.
It used to be an old barn from the looks of it.
Oh, makes sense. How's the air in here? It's like very, very hot and sticky at this point.
It's hot. It's not sticky yet, but the smell overtakes you immediately from this. You smell alcohol being poured and being on the floor, as well as some of the people have a sweaty smell to them, probably from the travels or from practice. What does catch your eye are two people sitting at a bar, both clad in a somewhat darker attire. Do not look like they belong within the rest of the mercenary groups that you see.
Lyria, I have an idea. You see these two guys there at the bar? Like these two people there?
Yeah.
They kind of stick out here like a sore thumb. Would you agree? Look at all the people, you know, like trying to be like flashy with their armor and everything. These guys are trying to hide.
Like we are.
Well, I wouldn't say I'm hiding necessarily, but I would say if I was running like whatever that carnival was running, I would be trying to like, you know, hide and like be a bit obscure and like, you know, dress myself in black. That kind of thing, you know, like shadowy figures. So we could try and like, you know, get behind them, try and like see what they're talking about, try and see what they are about, and it's like a shot in the dark, I guess, but like it's better than nothing. Maybe they are involved with whatever that was, and maybe that gives us like, you know, a lead to maybe solving or like maybe just choosing a side. So
All
how about
I
we move
know
to the
is-
bar?
Okay, I'll follow you, whatever you
Oh, no.
think.
What did you say? Sorry.
No, all I know is the carnival, so I don't really know what to do now. And I'll just go with you.
Sounds good to me. I've learned oftentimes that just taking an action is better than like not taking an action. Just moves you forward and like, you know, gives you better position in like anything. So I guess we just pretend, you know, we like want some like. Do you want something to drink?
Yes, mead, please.
Okay. It's okay. Just follow my lead. It's okay. I get up, like very confidently, walk towards the bar, just push people aside while going there, making sure that Valeria is, walking behind me, able to like follow my lead, and just like directly sit next to the left figure, and motion to like sit to my left, and talk to like the innkeeper, like 2 jugs of your meat place, bottom shelf.
Greetings. New in town, I see. Right, okay.
Just on travels, yes.
Meat or ale? Ale is cheaper, meat is more expensive.
Meat place.
Meat?
Meat for a lady, ale for me.
Okay, a copper for the ale, a silver for the meat.
Okay. I reach in my pocket and I get out like 3 times as much. I say like, keep them coming.
He looks at you in astonishment that you produce so much, well, coin. Big spender. Like to see that. Right. As
Where there's war, there's coin.
You are correct. As he takes out a tanker he just cleaned, pours you the ale, and then takes from underneath the counter a black and green bottle and uncorks it. The smell of honey is visible coming from it, as well as it fills your nostrils, and it takes you back to childhood in a way. As he then pours a cup, not a tanker, but a cup, put the cork back in, pulls it away for the lady.
Thank you.
What brings you here?
Sheer coincidence. Coming from the heavier on like the travel through. Supposed to like as good of a town as any to like, stay and rest up until like, go further.
Well, from what you can see, beds are empty quick. Last I heard.
Do you
What
have
have
any
you?
more room, or are they all gone?
Got the barn. Might
That's
ask
okay
some
with
town-
me. I used to sleep in a tent that was falling apart, so anything's better than that.
You don't have like I even take like, like an unclean room. I can promise I'll leave it cleaner after I'll leave it.
Might be able to do something. Back room needs cleaning. Clean it yourself. You got a room.
We take that.
Okay. Well, if you clean it out for me, you don't have to pay. Easy as that.
Works for me.
Got
That's so
yourself a
kind.
deal.
Thank you.
No worries, you need a roof above your heads. Or at least a functional tent, apparently. Where do
enough.
they leave the
And
women
while
these
we're
days?
here, can we overhear the conversation between the other 2 people?
Torval and Edgar, what are you talking about?
Probably, I think the adventure we just had.
Go ahead.
I still think it's weird
No,
how 2
most
hours
definitely weird.
turned into 2 days.
I mean, that wasn't the only weird thing. The fact that a 5-foot something wall, when we got there, it, like, not doubled, not tripled. It just was so much taller. And then until we overcame it, returned to normal. So something is some weird magic that I have never seen before, or something else is going on.
Maybe it had something to do with the fog that was there.
Yeah, it could have been. But there's some weird stuff that's going on.
I would say like my interest and like my like it's very like my interest like very much peaked when like they talk about like weird stuff happening magic wise, and like something about like fog. Clearly remembering as well that like there was some fog at our place, and like there was also like some weird dilation. For us, it was space. For them, it was time. You know, my character's like kind of smart, so like he probably like figures that, you know, some time and space are like kind of connected in some way. Especially with constellations, so like he quickly like, puts together. It seems like they're not with the cannibal people, or like, you know, sounds like they aren't, but they have encountered something similar, like something weird, something AWOL is like going on. Like it was, I guess, like the right decision to like go to the bar.
Also, it's all.
We sit down and talk to them.
I give her like, you know, like a nudge in like the rib cage.
Those things that we saw in the mist, just those faces. Have you ever seen anything like those before?
No, never.
Like
I also never heard of them. First time I'm seeing them.
I'm like turning at this point. I'm like, guys, sorry to intrude. I might have like an odd question. I didn't like, you know, I didn't want to like intrude, or like I didn't mean to like listen, but have you by any chance seen something like this? And I pull out from my inventory a tent spike with a symbol on it. 1 second. It's like a. What does it look like again?
Have you not written it down?
It looks like this.
No, it's no. Wait. Just give me a second. It's got like 2 red eyes upon like a black wing piercing
So,
towards.
From my
encased in like a
infant,
dark mist.
I then also pull out
On it.
the pendant
Yeah.
that we came across with the same
I also
symbol.
pull it out, just put it on the table.
Safe to say, yes.
Huh.
We encountered some weird ritual going on in the forest, and all of the cloaked people there doing the ritual, they each had one of these on them.
You're lucky, actually. For some, you know, some point, I thought you were with them. You know, but I suppose you just told each other that you killed something that was like being summoned.
So, presumably it had been summoned after we showed up, before we showed up, sorry. As the cultists, they had already passed. But it was freaky. I've never seen or read anything about it. This creature that could move between reflections.
Yeah, we could only see it in the reflection of the mirror.
Right, interesting. Do you have like any idea to like how they aligned, what their goal was? Did you speak to any of them?
We were
No, the cult people were dead when we got there.
Interesting.
And the creature that was invisible to the naked eye also didn't feel like talking much either. So it shows like a few battle wounds that we had from this annoying thing.
How did
Funny
she end up-
because my old boss turned into a big monster and we killed that too.
I'm like giving it like a disapproving look to like,
Just
you know, like don't tell him too much kind of look, you know, like.
I don't
It seemed
notice.
like
And
a-
then he had these cats and they ran up the wall and it was really scary. So maybe we should team up.
I look at Edgar.
Like-
What he thinks.
And with the silence, the front doors of the inn break open as a towering minotaur strides in. Red fur, looking oddly intimidating, as a somewhat little fellow follows in. The inn goes quiet, as all looks and eyes are now upon the Minotaur entering. Landers in Kaim. You step inside this inn after days of travel, and you feel yourself wary Yet, the smell of alcohol, sweat, and a crackling fire welcome you. To the brooding eyes of everyone in the tavern keep staring at you. Go ahead and
I
introduce
think
yourself.
they're scared of you, Delanis.
Drink.
Off you go then.
As you make your way through the mass of people walking, well, standing and sitting in this inn, you make your way towards the bar and the innkeep. He looks up at you, Delanis. Gives you a quick eye as his gaze goes over to you, Kaim. Right. His folk need to be wary. What can I get you?
I'll have a water.
A water.
I don't drink.
Odd, but respectable. For the Minotaur? What can I get him?
He will take whatever you got. Alcoholic, that is.
Ale's the cheapest.
Yeah, whatever.
Right, couple for the ale, nothing for the water. As he takes out the tankard, puts it underneath the same keg everyone else had their ale from, closes it, puts it down, and then walks over towards a bucket, pours in one of the cups, pulls it out, and places it in front of you. Order 3. He looks at you, Delanis. Copper for the ale. And just keeps staring. This 6-foot-tall barkeep with a bald face and a mustache going into mutton chops doesn't seem to be fazed by you at all.
I look at Delanis and go, I'm not paying for you.
I'll take the coin out of my pocket and I'll just slam it on the desk. No word said. Just straight.
Just imagine, like, as this coin's been slammed down, everyone goes, who's sitting at the bar?
Yeah, I like my hand goes like to like my scimitar, just like the hilt of it, just like looking at him.
In the corner
Like
of...
quickly like going back to like the bar again.
As you sort of reach for your scimitar, you notice that the barkeep just puts up a hand, like just in a normal fashion, like calm. Nods, steps a few steps back, takes the coin, cleans the tankard again.
I notice on the table that there's a handful of pendants. And I pick up the handful that I grabbed from our encounter and I just drop them on the table as well. I'll say, I take it you have encountered the same as us.
Right, we don't have any pendants. We have a tent spike.
It was Torval and I had the
Yeah.
pendant.
Me and
Drop
Edgar have dependents.
we kind of burned our pendants.
Oh.
we deemed it not safe.
Oh yeah.
We deemed it not safe and only kept the tent spike. Yeah.
How common are minotaurs in this world?
Minotaurs are fairly common. The red
Okay.
minotaurs that Delanas is are currently frowned upon.
Okay.
Mm.
I look like up
Well-
to the minotaur and go like, big fella.
Other than
Nice.
that, you also have the grey minotaurs, who are more from the south, as the red minotaurs are from the northern hemisphere.
Okay.
They tend to be pirates.
That's why they're frowned upon. Got ya.
They're quite honourable, though. That's also what you know. They're the honourable type of pirate.
So all the chances of like just 3 different groups just meeting up here, all like encountering some weird stuff they've never seen upon. just around like one village where like wars happening, or like at least like a call to arms is like happening. Do you suppose like anyone else here has encountered like any of the same?
I mean, we could ask around. I feel it may be too strong of a coincidence for all of us to wait saying that. Has anyone been here before?
No.
I've traveled through here like once or twice with
same.
like my regiment, but like, that's about it.
With bounties, I was here once or twice, but
So no one's like basically been from here. So what is the probability a group of strangers encounter these when no one local may have done? So it's either it's relatively new, or the town don't want to sort of search for it because they have other issues going on. So everyone else is sort of getting ready for war.
Well,
Whereas-
the thing is, we encountered our encounter in like a non-local variable, also known as like a circus, traveling like through the whole of like Darhevia, which is even more odd because like they've been everywhere. It's like a very, very crazy coincidence to actually run into them. Like it was like was it 2 days ago, like 2 days out of the town.
2 days ago.
2 days ago. 2 days of the town. We traveled 2 days to here.
Looking at Fabrice's face. So,
Not getting anything from me, mate.
2 days ago, supposedly 2 days ago, Torval and I, we were hired to just track down a case of people going missing.
Who hired you?
Look over to Ardwolf. No, yeah, Ardwolf.
Oldwolf.
yeah, Old Wolf.
Barky, he brought it up in conversation. We thought,
That's even like that's even weirder concern. So like, tell me right now, the person that like hired you to like investigate something that's like super weird is exactly that person over there. Like look at like the weird barkeep.
wait, so sorry, were you saying that he hired you as well?
No, not at all.
Okay.
I've never seen the man.
First,
Hey, yo, big guy and small guy. How did you come upon your oddities?
We stopped by at a nearby village near the capital, where we were working as caravan guard. And this village was cursed, and we decided to search the source of the curse.
The whole village, you say?
Yes. Kids going missing.
what was the
Crazy
same
magic, crazy magic.
Very ritualistic magic as well. There was a circle up on the ceiling that my tall friend here noticed.
Very similar to what Torval and I had to go through. It was mainly children that had been disappearing, but adults and the like as well. And we encountered a ritualistic circle. However, this was on the floor.
Did you talk to anyone?
No.
Except from when Branagh sort of brought us back through the
Yeah.
forest. But
I guess I can shed some light to like some degree then. I guess we actually talked to someone. The head guy, in that sense, claimed something about like some Lord of Death to be like resurrected, or like to like be brought back to greatness. Seems like rather like an odd cult. They talked about like sacrificing people. In this case, the dear Valeria here would have been like a sacrifice as well.
they probably were going on about the chained lord, I believe. Chained away, chained something. I recognise the symbol, but I I grew up around books, a lot of reading, and some deities popped up. Whether they're the real or false ones, I don't really care to that end. But
What separates them anyways, the real and the false ones? What's the difference?
Well, I mean, there are real ones and then there are not real ones. I guess I won't get into the.
I understand the concept. I'm just. Have you seen any of like the real ones do anything? Right.
No, true. But basically the chained one is the offspring of 2 other deities.
Okay, fair enough. I'm actually getting like super weirded out here because like we've like met like insanely powerful magic. We've all like met each other now by pure chance, but like I don't really feel safe like talking about this like too much here. You never know like who could be listening, what could be listening, and if there's like any other, magic going on here. Do you have any plans? Like how spooked are you right now? Like what's your goals?
Well, we must search out this evil and then destroy it, no matter what the cost.
Sounds like a noble goal to me. More or less the same has occurred to us. What about you? Looking at the 2 emos, like
Oi. Ryan is not an emo, okay?
Yeah.
No, what about you? Like the shady ones?
Oh.
We just got back. I don't know. I haven't thought about it. But it sounds like a good plan to just find out what this is and kill it if we can.
It seemed rather evil, did it not?
It does.
Evil is never good at a thing in this world, especially if it like is linked to like some bigger cult trying to do something. I don't know like if any of us were like made out for like grandeur or like any destiny or something like that. But we could just do like as little as possible or like as much as possible to try throw a wedge into their plan, because I'm not really down for like a death cult running things, summoning things and like sacrificing children. What about you?
That's a reasonable sort of position to be in. Likewise, if we're able to at least apprehend, or at least interrupt if they've got any further plans, why not? Doing the world a favor.
Is everyone on board for this? To like team up for now and try and inquisit upon like what is happening? What about you, big fella?
I've just looked at Kaim for his approval and what he would want to choose.
We'll go for you guys for now. Unless your usefulness isn't that useful.
As far as I'm concerned, we got the only information so far. You just killed a bunch of folk, but fair enough. So, turning to like the barkeep. Yo, Oddwolf, what's your name? No.
As you turn to the barkeep and call out his name, he puts down and with a third, a pouch falls on the bar. Half now.
Usually it's
half
the other
when
way
you return.
around.
You 6 are going to try and seek this out like heroes. Be mercenaries first. See, the Lord Baron has tasked me to find some folk to do a reconnaissance mission. This war is going to need metal. There's an old mine deep in the forest. They say it's been overrun by monsters. Don't think that's the case. Yeah, I need people to find out things about that. You're up for it. Coin is yours. Half now, half when you return.
I put my hand on like the coin back and go, we want something more. Do you have any information upon this? And then like I put like the 10th spike and like push it slightly toward him to like see his reaction. Can I see like what his face does? Like does he like,
We do
recognize
insight checks.
it? Yeah. Like
Roll me insight checks as he is looking fiercely at the symbol.
Insight.
shit. It's not my stat.
First roll. Oh Jesus. First roll of the actual campaign. Bleeding 7.
Oof. Adero,
Mhm.
as you look at Pearson, you looked at Alt Wolf's face. You notice a spark of recollection, as if he knows more than he lets on. It got to you. This barkeep probably doesn't know anything about it. Just looks at it.
Like
Seems
for me,
like a
I'm just
regular
waiting for
barkeep to
another
you.
ale, like, yeah. Just another ale, please, as soon as ready.
I nod to him and go like, do we agree upon the terms? Coin, information, and then coin upon the deed is done.
Seems like a fair deal. The symbol you have in is that of the Chained Lord. An old god goes by the name of Amos. They say that he's been chained away by his parents, the goddess Shah and the god of Akan, both dark deities. People can do not speak their name. Wherever you found that, death will follow. You either stow it, throw it away, do anything. Seems to be that you are marked.
More than you know, I guess. Do you know anything about a cult? Not to like, pry upon your business, but you kind of sent those two guys literally in a
Show my
ambush
empty glass.
or like position where they directly met parts of whatever that Ams represents.
Before they left, we didn't even know there was a cult.
Well, how about this
Seems-
then? We do your monster in the mine business kind of thingy, and you didn't keep your barkeep.
I'll pull
You-
some
you-
strings.
Sounds good to me. What about you, everyone else? Are we good for that?
I'm good.
Something
Looking
you
to the
just
tiny
said.
guy next to the big guy, just, because it seems like I feel like the spokesperson for the slab of meat.
I see no reason why not to.
Fair enough, then I guess we got ourselves a go. We meet up tomorrow once everyone's rested and fresh. Name's Adero, by the way. Pleasure to meet you all.
Edgar.
Traveling with
Norval.
Valyria.
Mouse. No, Valyria. Valyria.
Look to the others.
I am Kime. And this big fella here is Delanis.
Pleasure.
Indeed.
How insensitive would it be to like tell them that the stable is still like there's still space there?
Oh my god.
That's up to you. It's your character, not
No,
mine.
No. Okay, all good. We're good. We had a good room for the night. I don't think we can share that much. But yeah, I guess we see each other in the morning.
Very well.
All right.
Sleep well, I guess. I'll stay
So-
at the bar for a while longer, just, drinking my sorrows away.
I drink the honey mead in one, and I don't think Valeria's ever drunk anything before. So
Could you roll me a
three.
constitution
Oh,
check,
no.
please?
Oh no.
yep.
Make a constitution save, actually.
Isn't that a constitution?
Constitution
It's
save.
going to be a constitution save.
Oh no! How do I do a save again?
You click on constitution, and then it will prompt
The
you.
left
Got it.
button,
Never
isn't
mind. It's all fine.
Okay, cool.
Ooh.
Oh my god. Fine.
You drink your cup of mead. Tastes actually really good. Like there's some flavors of honey in it, mixed in with some taste of acorns and almost a roasted nut that's also in it. God damn it, finding that face just threw me off.
Literally, he smiled as soon as he said that.
Fucking hell.
Hey, it was a special shout indeed, eh? Sorry.
So after about 4 sips, you are a quarter away. You feel slightly drowsy, as if you could nap for days. Though being the kind person you are, you steadily sip on and empty your cup. Could you roll me one more constitution save, please?
Yep.
Oh, no.
Motherfucker.
This is strong mead.
Look,
Mhm.
we got to be
Mhm.
honest.
Plus it's silver. It's got to be strong.
Okay.
You finish your cup of mead. And even though the taste is phenomenal, you start to gag a bit as a reflux comes back, but you keep it in. Like, as you look to your right, everyone else keeps their liquor in. You stride
Swallow
off.
it back down, but don't say anything. I'm trying to keep up with the big boys.
Though I think you
Play it
should
off.
not go further.
You're
As
right there. Valeria was.
Old Wolf notices this, just places a hand over the cup, takes the cup, and pours it down the bucket of water, and places the water in front of you.
I like guzzle it down. Like, thank you. I think I must have I must be a bit ill or something.
That's quite alright. It will do that to you when you have much of it.
Oh, that's good to know. I didn't know that. I just drink water.
Bless.
As the night goes on, you notice that people in the inn start to dwindle down. Some have respectable places, others just fall asleep where they are standing. Some on tables, some on benches, some dangerously close to the roaring hearth and fire. Darrow and Valeria, you have chosen to sleep in the back room as Old Wolf shows you your place. There's a few boxes and crates there, as well as a large cart, though a layer of dust, both on the cart and the boxes, are visible. An odd cobweb is to be seen, and in between the boxes you can find a few spiders, as well as a few mice. Though the area is relatively, well, dry, and the air is not stale or musky like the rest of the inn. As you clean it up, bed down.
Wait.
Hold on.
I'm just cleaning it up.
Hold on.
Alright.
You think we're gonna do that with our hands?
Yeah,
Hold on.
exactly. I make sure that, like, you know,
There's tools. There's
like-
tools there.
no. There's like no one here, like, no one here. You know, make sure the door's closed, and I get ready for like a flurry of castings of prestidigitation. Yes, exactly. Which makes me instantly clean or soil an object no louder than 1 cubic foot. Just, you know, go like through and clean as much of. I can just put it in chat if you want to or something. There you go.
No, I know what spell is.
Okay.
As
Just
you
cleaning up the whole like room as much as possible.
as you whiff with your hand, bit by bit, the room gets clean. Helen, you're feedbacking again.
Sorry.
No worries. I just noticed it, so I thought I'd tell you. As the room, bit by bit, gets clean, boxes, you pull them a bit out of the way, as there's now space for you to lie down. The other four of you have no sleeping arrangements whatsoever. You are free to sleep on the chairs you sit on.
Suckers.
Yes.
Checks out, yeah. I think Edgar's probably used to that. I think in your description of it earlier, he may be one of those people that's a little too close to the hearth. Just like, nice and thirsty as smoke sort of starts to rise.
What if I
Okay.
can't fit on the chairs?
There's place on the room, on the floor.
Stable.
Fine by me. I, floor boy I am. Fine by me.
Okay. As you all bed down for the night, the long day is ahead. You can mark yourself as a long rest if you haven't done so already. So you go to your character sheet where it says 2-2. Click on L.rest and it should update the sheets. As the night passes, the chirping of birds and a slight rainfall on the top of the roof wakes you up. The smell of ale and mead fills it in again, as well as the smell of breakfast. Yet, something smells burny. As Edgar, you wake up, and a bit of the back of your hair is singed.
I thought that's where that was going.
Yet,
it smells delightful.
you all stretch a bit as you crack your backs. You have the day in front of you, as you notice that the tavern is once again emptying itself a bit. As you walk through the inn, you notice that Old Wolf is already up. At the bar, he places down a plate filled with what you can notice are eggs, bacon, and some pieces of bread. The person eating them is a young woman with auburn hair, as well as a long, seems to be a dress made for war. She sits down, scrambles her eggs, and eats her bread. Looks at you, looks back at her food, doesn't say anything. What's your passive perceptions, everyone? I know Helen is 12.
It's the bracketed grey, isn't
It's
it?
yes, indeed.
Okay,
I'm
yeah. 12.
12 for me.
16.
16 G. 12 for me.
Wait, so can you hear my thoughts?
That was yes. I tried to send yes into your head.
So
Well,
we
they
have,
don't listen- they don't listen to back, yeah.
I know.
Okay,
Just curious if
once-
it works both ways.
once again, Kaim, what's your passive perception?
12.
I
Zorval,
knew that.
12.
I knew that as well.
Edgar, you're
16.
16. Okay,
Mm.
Adero,
10.
then Valerius 12, Delanus,
12.
Oh, Jesus. I see all.
Edgar. You
Okay.
notice that underneath a bit of the cloak that she's wearing over this dress, a square protrusion comes out in the form of what looks to be a book.
Now,
As you take a
DM's free.
quick note, you do not see any weapons.
Is this the lady we encountered in session 0.5?
Yes.
Okay.
Should be. Let me get an image for you.
Does the name begin with an M?
Yes.
Then
Yes.
Because I'm sure Danny also knows, because Danny took plentiful notes, didn't you, Danny?
I absolutely did.
Oh, good. So you know who this
Oh
is.
no, the name. No, I have no idea.
Guess I slide on over.
Yeah, let's.
I sit down. So, was she sitting at the?
She's sitting at the bar.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sit down as well. Ask for a water or something. So sorry. I believe we may have spoken a couple of days ago. Was it Margaret? Was it?
As she looks at you with a mouth full. Yes. Yes.
I beg
As
your
she
pardon.
swallows
Sorry.
it with some unease. Oh, right, yeah, no, totally. We have spoken before. You were missing 2 days. What happened?
Well,
Did you find any magic?
funny you mentioned that. We found some magic. Was sort of again look up and down kind of thing. Are you magical yourself?
Never ask a lady her profession. But yes, I do study the arcane. Have you
Oh.
seen any dragons?
I'm
Yeah,
afraid
am I
we
in the
did-
room as well?
This is beyond the door that you were sleeping at. So this is at the bar. You're behind the bar in this case. So
Okay, I
it's
guess-
up to
I
you
guess
if
I
you
didn't-
if you walk in, you might overhear it. Depends on if you want to go in or not.
I'm
Let's just do
afraid-
like a perception roll and see if I do. I
Okay.
don't. If I don't, I don't.
Yeah, you don't.
You don't.
I'm afraid we didn't encounter any dragons, although we did encounter something I've never seen before. It was a creature that could move through reflections and could only be seen through reflections.
Oh, I've never heard of that.
Ah.
No, I mainly study dragons. Got a slight fascination for them. Nothing too impulsive or obsessive. Just, I've seen one before. Seen a dragon
You've
before.
You've seen a dragon.
Yes. It
Seems
flew
edgy.
over, not up close, but it flew over.
At some point, I kind of want to like walk into the room, just because it's morning and we're kind of hungry, no?
At
But
any
before I
point-
want to check on Valeria, how
At any
she
point,
feels.
you
Yeah.
Just some point,
Agreed.
whatever.
Yeah.
Valeria, how are you feeling this morning? You good?
I feel fine now. I think the sleep helped me get rid of the flu or whatever that was.
Do you feel hungry by any chance?
Starving.
Grab a bite.
I'll go in and get some bacon and eggs.
How about some beans as well?
That the bacon and egg
Mhm.
stones.
Why not? Throw 'em on, yeah.
Beans and toast.
Valeria's having a great day. She's not hungover. It's all good.
Wow. What sorcery is this?
So we're entering I guess the main thingy. I'm sitting next to Edgar and
Oh, great.
As you
morning.
walk in, you come in at the point that this lady, this young woman with auburn hair, slender in build, is talking to Edgar and mentions, "I've seen one fly over."
Speaking of legend, Can you describe it?
Oh yeah, definitely. I was a kid. I was about. And she starts counting on her fingers. 5 full season cycles old. So it's a bit blurry. But it was magnificent. It had these 2 large wings that stretched to the tail, as well as this beautiful horned head. 4 strong claws. And it glowed, as if it was the sun itself.
Hello?
Have you ever seen a gold coin?
I look in like my pouch. Yeah.
It had the color of a gold coin.
Golden.
Yes.
Hmm. Make that knowledge for later.
But interesting. I suppose you're talking about the dragon.
She, as you mentioned dragon, she turns and looks at you. Have you seen a dragon?
I have indeed. Similar to
Oh,
yours, I
now
guess.
also turns over. It's like, really?
Yeah. Not too long ago, actually. Just a few weeks, I guess.
When? Where?
As I said, just... I think it was like 10 days, 12 days. Somewhere out in like towards the Faraday Hills. It wasn't a military mission, I guess. But that's all besides it.
Military mission? What did you do to it?
I didn't do anything. But I'm just pointing like at my shoulder. There's remains from it.
Really?
As I said, I did not. It was that.
How old is this lady?
She's about the age of 16.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Magnificent creature.
Foin, could you remind me, did we settle on if you have a name of the dragon or not?
No, I
Okay.
do not.
And that's one of the
Oh,
things I
okay.
forgot. And I have it. So bear with me.
Mhm. I
Kevin.
wouldn't give that name up anyways. So,
It's like Kevin or Keith or something.
it's definitely not Edgar.
Oi.
I DM it to you.
Adero.
Thank you.
How'd you get it? How'd you...
Like-
Can I touch it?
I don't see a reason why you would.
Okay. Anyways, as she quickly finishes the blades, I need to go. Captain Ryan needs me. Anyways, good, you're back. As she looks at you, Edgar. Right, okay. Bye. As she scurries off and exits through the doors. This is the woman I was talking about.
Odd creature. Looking like how she leaves. Is there like anyone else in the inn right now other than like the innkeep? And
There's a few
Edgar
people
was-
situated here and there. Some are common townsfolk, farmers who haven't started or who have started the day and now just sitting down in the tavern to wait before they can go on with work. There's a few mercenaries still seated around. Some of them are having a map in front of them and look to be planning out something. Knowing you from your soldier background, you determined that they might even try to strategize how this war is going.
Can I determine if like anyone has heard us talk about like the dragons and shit like that?
As you look around to see if anyone has overheard you, there's no individual that looks as if they overheard you or even cared about your conversation.
Better than nothing.
Don't be suspicious. Who did she say she was meeting? Captain Willis.
Captain Ryan.
Ryan, yeah.
Captain Ryan, that was it, sorry. Captain Willis is the Twitch streamer.
Is everyone ready to go?
I am.
Look around. Is everyone here, including Kym and the...
Yeah, we've been here this entire time.
Okay.
Okay, before we do anything about this,
Standing
Well, it's hard to miss me.
yeah, just sitting on the floor just because like
He's lying on the floor.
Boring, how tall are you?
I'm 8 foot.
No, I'm fine.
6'1". Like me in person or like my character?
Character.
Oh, it's 6'1", whatever.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, so I'm a little bit shorter than you.
Should we just go through character descriptions, as I don't think we have yet?
Oh yeah, maybe a good one.
Go to it.
Yes, please. Starting with the top left or right from me, Kym, could you describe yourself?
5'10", long blonde hair, well kept. I'm wearing like a very well kept leather armor. I am wielding a longsword. You notice that my eyes are blue, but everything else apart from the irises are black. And you notice I have pointed ears.
Thank you. Torval, could you please describe yourself?
Well, I am 169 centimeters tall. Black hair, black beard, long coat, which underneath are my 2 daggers, which I also use in combat.
Okay, thank you. Edgar, could you please describe yourself?
Brandon, you said you were 5'10".
Yeah.
Yeah. Standing at 5'10 and a half.
Of course.
Sort of fair-skinned man. He's got shoulder-length straight light brown hair, which is normally sort of neatly braided. He's got salt and pepper, sort of facial hair with an uneven beard. Small nose, green eyes, wide shoulders, muscular arms. Got a pierced nose and a pierced tongue, and he also wears a green hooded cloak that covers sort of leather armor with a long bow and quiver of arrows. And that's Edgar.
Thank you. Adero, could you please describe yourself?
Very slender, quite tall, black hair, blue eyes. You could just also show my picture, no? Like the thingy. Is that possible or no?
I couldn't
How I
click
make-
show to. You should be
I
able
think
to
it
see
makes more sense
everyone's.
to describe ourselves rather than have the pictures. Because some of
Oh,
the pictures aren't
yeah.
100%.
Okay, he's wearing like a blue shirt, like very, very tidy, very neatly tucked towards his figure, like very tender, but like still like, quite healthy looking, I guess. He's got a leather strap that goes like to like his shoulder, where there's like 3 black golden horns mounted onto his shoulder. He's carrying like a belt with a scimitar on it. It's a very neat scimitar that doesn't look like it's seen like any action whatsoever. Like very, very, fresh from the forge, whatever. And a bunch of daggers also like in the same belt. Yeah, that's more of it.
Thank you. Valeria, could you please describe yourself?
Okay, she's very slight. She's kind of hunched over, like she doesn't feel very comfortable in her own skin. She used to wear rags, but she's since been upgraded to some discarded clothes at the carnival, which are probably a bit too big for her and hang off her. She's very mousy. She's got mousy brown hair, halfway between like blonde and brown, and very shy, and she doesn't meet your eye very much of the time.
Thank you. And last but not least, Bananas, could you please describe your character?
Are we doing physical description or just generalized?
Physical, yes.
Okay, physical. So, 8 foot tall. I don't know what that is in freedom. Hang on. 243 centimeters. So large. Yes. 25 stone in freedom. That's 160 kilograms ish. Big.
He will squash you.
Yes. Obviously, red minotaur, so red fur with very cracked and damaged skin where it's shown, which is obviously around the neck and the actual body. No form of actual armor. It's all based within myself being a minotaur. I carry a flail over one shoulder and 2 hand axes attached to my wrists that are able to be grabbed whenever. And I have a shield on my back, which is rarely used. It's more just there as a backup. I've got my 2 big horns that are also used as weapons, and a large septum ring, because why not? It's also a weapon, but that's not known yet.
Which color is the ring?
The ring, funnily enough, it's gold.
Oh, crazy.
A bit like that magical dragon apparently you know.
Oh, thank you.
It's
Thank
dead.
you for the description. As the day sets, day is yours.
I
Old
do not
wolf.
see any reason to keep staying here when we've got a mission at hand.
Well, it's just trying
Very
to
good.
work out where we begin.
Well, first and foremost, I took the liberty of taking the bag of gold yesterday from the innkeep. I suppose a fair split is due.
How many coins were in the bag?
I haven't checked yet. So I guess I would open the bag and see.
Can't wait for it to be an odd number.
There's
Oh yeah, there's 3 copper.
there's about 34 gold coins in there.
You already got.
Okay.
We can work with that.
Yeah, I'm handing the big orange fella. I'm handing him 6. I'm like looking at the other. His friend came also 6. And I think the other 2 6 as well, right? It's 24 then. And then I take 5 myself and give Valeria 5. And from my pocket, squeeze another 1. Actually, no, I only take 4 and give Valeria 6.
I give it back. I don't need it. It's okay.
All of it? Okay.
Okay.
Just the one. Just the one.
Okay.
Wait,
There's
so what kind of coins were it?
gold.
They gold.
Oh, they weren't
yeah.
platinum. Oh, damn.
They
Where's
weren't
my
Dogecoin.
Is everyone right with that pay? It's only the half, I guess, for like.
It's
what
so
is it?
sad. I have 1 copper coin.
I'm so sorry, Danny.
I stole it from Matty.
So I guess the order of action would be we try and get towards the mine that was talked about. We take a look at whatever is there. We make sure to cleanse it or whatever for whoever's lord, and come back here and hope that our lovely friend Innkeep has some information to us to go off to find whatever's going on with Ames.
So before you all cough, Edgar, you feel a tug on your arm as Old Wolf stops you from moving away. He unfurls a map to you of the region as he points to the Darhef forest, but the right side of the river, close to Drywald, close to the Twin Emperor's peaks. As he taps down, this is where you need to be. It's about 4 days. So if you need anything, rations, tents, let me know.
I got a 10 spike.
Thank you. We may, in fact, can, it's alright, come back for some equipment and such.
I'm
Duly
looking into
noted.
the other people. Anyone of you got any tents?
Let me
Oh.
check.
A quick inv check.
Let's see.
got
No, I
bedroll.
don't. I just have a bedroll, but nothing really of use.
How big are tents in these days? Okay. How
So
much will
a
last?
tent
Like
comes
glamping.
always in a 2-person tent. Is about 10 feet in width and 15 feet in length.
To find
So-
2 person looking at the Minotaur.
Or a 1 person looking at the Minotaur.
Like, I might as well be 2 people at this point.
Yeah.
So we need 4
Um,
tents.
They weigh about 20 pounds. So they are pretty big tents to carry around.
Yeah, we need 4 tents.
You know, right, consider it done.
Looking at like the other 4. Given that I won't be like any use to like, carrying a tent. You good with carrying 1 tent each? Or like maybe even 2?
I
Everything
can
in charge.
carry a tent.
Likewise, should be happy to.
Okay, sounds good. Is anyone good for any rations? Does everyone have everything?
I have 10 more things
Likewise.
left.
I'm curious. Any chance of blacksmith or a craft store nearby, just to increase the amount of arrows I have?
Not in town, no.
Alright.
Do you need any arrows?
I'm on the road.
Arrows!
You cannot craft them yourself.
I know that meme.
It's out of character. Oh no. Arrows, I need
Wait,
arrows!
hold up, that's a different character, Matty.
Shit. Ah. Oh, we're not on roll 20, I don't have my hotkey. No! I had a macro that just spammed the chat with arrows, I need arrows.
Yeah.
Like, I guess I'm looking to Innkeep as well. Suppose you got any arrows here?
No. But I do have the tents. Follow me.
Thank you.
As he walks back to where you were sleeping and opens up one of the crates.
Does he comment on the clean room in any way or form?
He looks around. Huh. And continues in. Doesn't say anything.
It's magically clean. He goes like,
Oh, that's
probably
cool.
clean it like anything else in the fucking inn. Okay, fair enough.
Was your character wearing a maid outfit when they were cleaning up? Because that might have been your downfall.
No.
Yeah, you weren't wearing that was your downfall.
No naked cleaning.
As he pulls out and produces a few tents, he distributes them to you. Walks back into the inn, calls up back the map he pulled out, hands it to you, Edgar. This
Alright,
might come in handy. Keep it, it's yours.
Put that in bags and such. Thank you. You know the area. Any advice?
Don't lose each other.
Good advice. Also, for those newbies in the D&D chat, that's don't split the party.
Yeah.
Roll while you D&D.
As you have it today, you have a map, you have tens. If you need anything, you can ask for it right now. Or be forever silent and walk out.
And hold your
I'm all
peace.
goods.
I mean, I guess we refill the water skins and shit like that.
Yeah.
Restock our rations and such as well.
I'm turning to the manager. You want some ale in your water skin? Okay.
You just hear him go.
Yeah, okay. I go to the barkeep. Can we fill like this big pouch here full of ale as well?
This is where
That's
I'm
4 copper.
sort of.
Toss some 4 copper. What's the conversion rate for copper?
One
So
silver.
one gold is 100 silver.
And silver
If-
is 100.
Yeah,
I am
Copper.
rich.
Like a cent.
it's like euros.
Tennery best.
Oh,
Base.
I hand him like wait, shave the he's paying us in golds. I'm like, okay,
Wait,
yes.
am
I'm
I saying that correctly? Actually,
I have no idea.
isn't
I'm-
it
I'm
10
ha-
of
I'm
each?
ha- I'm handing him a silver.
Ice, this is homebrew. Who gives the toss?
Or conversion rates?
I like to think this is actually all from the tavern going, right, hold on.
Yeah.
Someone
Yeah.
mentioned
No, that's
someone
the
mentioned
thing.
about conversion rates.
That's why I'm giving like a whole silver. You know, like he's not giving like us like one chug of ale. He's giving like like. A whole, like,
Okay,
water
so-
skin of ale. Yeah.
A gold is 10 silver pieces, and a silver piece is 10 copper pieces. Because
Big difference from the
Electrum,
one.
the one and only thing that no one uses, is 5 silver pieces.
Okay, whatever.
I'm gonna do 1 less silver and 10 more copper. So. Wait, I never paid the bartender, by the way.
Run.
we are going, right?
I mean, it's
I'm
hard to be
happy-
stealthy with me at the back.
I'm handing the water skin back filled with ale, and I feel like before you drink it, and it's not cold, just let me know. Give it to him. So give it to him.
Did we pay for breakfast?
No, breakfast is in the
No,
house.
Okay.
They're hiring us. They're better pay for like
Is it
I'm
all you
mad.
can eat?
I'm mad.
No,
that
it's
they
one
actually
plate.
ask for, like, I'm actually mad that they ask for the copper for the ale for like the thing.
Ryan, it was all you could eat, except they saw you walk in yesterday, so like, we probably shouldn't.
I don't think you can say what I do is walking in when I'm coming in like this. Like,
I guess like hopefully they go into like the knees to like go through the door. Okay, I guess we get to go.
Yes.
As you exit the tavern, you notice that Drywall is already on edge, as a bunch of mercenaries are gathered in the main thoroughfare, close to what looks to be the grandiose manor, with a wooden palisade around it. Edgar, you unfold a map as you look at where Old Wolf tabbed. This is the location you need to go.
I see. This location we need to go.
Wait, oh. Let me check.
Is it
Wow, you're so
that
kind.
hexagon?
Oh,
It's one
there,
of these
okay.
hexagons. Yeah. Bit of a trek.
Well, 4 days, I guess.
No, that's not 4 days.
Wait,
Wait, yeah, that's
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
4
You
days.
said it
That's
was-
4 days.
Oi,
I'm
listen
terrible
here.
at
The
counting.
fucker told us 4 days. If it wasn't 4 days, I would have kicked them.
4
Yeah, it's
days.
4
As soon
days.
as we leave, we look at the map. That's like the entire side of the world.
Yeah, it's on a different continent.
It's at least.
Well, given
yeah.
that these
Least
two
one.
spent like 2 days and like thought it was 2 hours, I suppose the travel speed will be like a bit slower. It's gonna be like 4 weeks, I guess.
So it takes about 4 days traveling through densely made. Who left a call?
Void, he had
Wait,
some small issues with it.
My Discord has
camera.
fully balked. I might be a few minutes. This is brilliant.
Oh
Just
no.
the stream.
Wait, where am I?
Oh, we're back.
Okay.
Oh, we're back.
Sorry for the technical
I just-
difficulties.
I
That
just
is,
reloaded my cam.
We should have a fix for it next week. I think
Yeah,
once
we
we've got it probably set up.
Yeah.
yeah, we'll have a fix for
You
next
should
week. for
avoid
that.
this in
I'm
future.
sorry about that. My whole Discord just like lost audio.
No
half the
worries,
time, so I was
no
trying to
worries.
like reload. I was like, what's going on?
We'll be fixing
Think
that next
Fine,
week.
Babu.
I think I'm good though.
As you walk through the main thoroughfare, past, well, the gathered mercenary folk, as well as some of the town folk that are now armed. Not with armor or anything, just wooden spears, some pitchforks, some even just have clubs. As you continue, your path takes you west off of the main road. Which one of you is skilled in survival?
I am not, I think.
Okay. Compare everyone's survival.
Mine is 12.
Mine is also 12.
Mine's 12.
Mine's
With
12.
that, I mean proficient. Sorry, I should have.
I'm proficient.
It's an expertise. I'm not.
And
Wait, where? Where do I need to check?
So
if you go
proficient
into
is
your
the
attributes,
check
the
mark.
last one.
If the left is.
So I am proficient with survival.
Okay.
I'm
Oh
not.
no, I am not.
Those who are proficient in survival,
Oh,
would you please give me a survival check in order to see if you can find your direction towards the east?
It's a normal roll, isn't it?
It is a normal roll.
Thank you. Sorry.
oh, survival. You die.
I thought it was gonna be a 1.
Oh.
it looked like it, right? I was like, oh no,
I was like, oh, you're kidding me.
you die.
You take a look at the map and take a look at where the sun is setting. Or sun is rising in this case, because it's still morning. As you notice it and point in the opposite direction, taking you off the track into the dense foliage that is Darhef Forest. The canopy quickly blocks out most of the sun as the underlying underbrush grows thick with bushes and plants. The tracks and dredges that you have to take us into a break, as we will take a 20-minute break here and we will be back after that. So-
These messages.
Sit tight.
Brought to you by your sponsors.
and
Right, so
enjoy-
you wait until
Yeah,
we get
do-
sponsors, then we'll have
wait
something to
till-
do for these 20 minutes.
Yeah,
Raid
yeah,
Shadow
yeah.
Legends.
We should just. Yes, our sponsors. And it's all about
Unspelled
the relevant
ads.
Twitch channels, Instagrams.
Or we can do it the Critical Role style and show fan art.
Oh, yes, from the past
Yeah.
1 hour 40
Yeah.
minutes.
Don't worry, voice has been
People
on it.
made fan art
Me-
Oh,
already.
please wait.
Me
People just drew
climbing
the
on,
wedding me and Void had. Our characters.
Yeah. Okay,
me
fair enough.
climbing on Sir Void's pussy.
Jesus.
Jesus
Anyways,
Right,
we will
I
be
was
back
specifically
in
trying to
20
say
minutes, so hang tight and we will hopefully see you after.
Oh,
So there I
Welcome
was.
back.
You saw some of my titties.
Wait, what?
What?
Huh?
Nothing,
huh?
nothing.
I come
Welcome
back,
back,
to titties.
everyone.
I-
We're back, yeah.
Welcome
Brandon.
back. Welcome back.
Oh,
Um,
he's Bob.
you guys threw me off. Someone shouted. Literally said titties. That's the first thing I heard when I came in.
We were just quoting that, so there I was.
Barbecue
Barbecue
sauce
sauce on
on my
top of
titties.
titties.
And then you came back, so everyone stopped except for Brandon, because Brandon didn't realise you came back.
No, I did. That's why. That's why I
Okay,
started.
cool.
That's why
I like
said
the
it.
slander though. I like the slander. Love it.
I
Right.
need to-
As we left it, you just ventured into the Darhef Forest on your way down this abandoned mine. As you venture forth, about half an hour in.
but before we get to like anything,
Mhm.
we need to determine how we walk. So the survival person, I would say, that knows the directions.
I
Are we
don't
gonna
walk,
go
I
first?
fucking stomp.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I walk like
Pretty
this.
hunched
but sure.
over.
Yeah, we got like the red badger going first,
Mm-hmm.
and I would say like the Torval and Kaim, like like slightly behind, but like next to them, and then I guess like a triple back line of Adero, Valeria, and Edgar.
I mean, I was gonna say I'm good perception-wise. See if anything's coming,
Oh, so like you want to be front row, like
or if
Maybe
anything's
fine.
following us. It's very difficult.
yeah, like maybe like a triangle-ish or something.
I'm imagining this like idol champions now.
So, wait, are we walking like flying V formation? What's going on?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
And
military man
you're
wants
you're
a
the tip of
formation.
it, okay? You're like the.
We're all walking and just
I'm
slowly
the tip
going
of
like.
this. Me and my Minotaur bussy at the front. I see how it is.
Is this becoming
I'm
the
just like-
village people?
You joke. Give me a sec.
I'm not giving you a sec. You're not playing a bard.
You don't
Okay,
need
yeah.
a sec. I'm ready.
Are you ready, kids?
Oh,
I'm not
okay.
doing it. It's fine.
Just to make sure, so like you were like not like and you go like you get ambushed by like a bunch of wolves and like
Yeah,
characters,
no.
like, all
What
over the
what is
place.
your marching order? Are you going single file? Are you going like just in a cluster?
I'd say 2 by 2.
2 by 2?
Hurrah! Hurrah!
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yeah,
I guess then we put Edgar and Dilanas first, 'cause, like has perception and like actually knows where to go.
I'm down for that. Yeah, sure.
We put like Kaim and Torval.
Yep.
Next, and then like Adero and Valeria.
Okay. Lance and Edgar, as you lead on this newly acquired group of people, now hired to clear out a mine. You travel for about an hour as the underbrush starts to thicken, and soon you find yourself walking on vines and moss. It feels as if you start to slightly elevate, as on your left side, briarwoods filled with
Delilah and
thorns.
Silas?
No. Start to fill up parts of the underbrush. An eerie mist sets in
Oh,
as
for
the
fuck's sake.
chirping and cricket noises, other insects, dissipate. As you keep continuing, I do need a survival check from both you, Delanas, and Edgar.
I'm good. With advantage, yeah. Oh, never mind.
I don't need it. Like,
That's
go
a
to
20 right there.
We
As you
survived.
continue, you keep your heading west. As the canopy of the forest starts to block out more and more of the sun, it grows darker within, as the mist now reaches up to just above your ankles. You keep continuing, and in the corner of your eyes, you see a figure. Not much of any detail can be made, except for two beady red eyes looking in your direction, as well as an eerie smiling grin, teeth bare, currently doing nothing but staring and watching.
Go. Edgar,
These
you
were
got a
the-
bow, right?
These were the faces we saw before in the mist.
The-
Oh,
These two are what we saw as well.
Edgar, you got a bow?
I do have a bow, as I'm already going
On
for
the,
it.
on the count
Oh.
of 3.
1,
1, 2, 3. And I'm casting Firebolt.
Okay. As you lose your arrow and you cast your spell and arrow, you notice that it flies in the direction. Yet no impact can be made. As somehow the arrow disappears as well as the bolt of fire.
Oh shit.
You missed.
The figure now starts to back out, watching you still, and step by step dissipates in the darkness. As the grin dissipates, the beady red eyes still stare, and then disappear.
Maybe you two should have waited before making those
What
moves.
For it to strike first.
Exactly, because that's when we know we can hit it.
That, and we only knew of a singular one of them. If there are so many of us, if they were to strike first, we would have a lot better chance to all attack at once rather than wait for you two to push. But
When
Okay.
when Torval and I encountered them, it was quite a few minutes of just staring at one another.
same as us.
Same.
Okay, we haven't encountered exactly those. We have only encountered one bad guy, whatever thingy. Did they like ambush or like what was their whole idea?
I don't think I've asked you this yet.
Mm-hmm.
Due to my background and story, as you know, would I have read about these anywhere?
Are you proficient in history?
I lied and said yes.
I will give you a roll with disadvantage if you're not proficient with it.
Oh, well, good thing I am proficient in history.
Then you
And
have
I'm not
no
actually
roll.
lie. As default, I don't know what.
Bloody hell.
Why did you roll with advantage?
I didn't.
Because it's
And even with an
I'm just
advantage-
clicking history and it's not giving me the choice.
Huh?
Same with perception, apparently.
oh,
Wait,
so
what?
I don't know. Arcana? Just rolling double.
Try and reload.
Yeah, because
and
for
reload
me
the
it's
page.
all I just have the option.
In short, I failed.
Yeah, yeah.
You're proficient in history, but you don't know how to do generalized tasks. So that's a great start.
Yeah.
I feel I'm more in like a specific area of history. It's,
yeah, World War II.
And given that you rolled like
Oh,
a
how'd
6
you know?
with like advantage, you know, it's like
It's
it's probably a fail, no?
Lightly. Ah, I bet the passing for it was like 7.
You rolled two
Something
twos, gee.
like- Nah. Passing
I'm
for
that
it was,
good.
was higher than that.
Okay, do these creatures ambush or what's happening? Like,
Find out.
no, when you were fighting,
Oh,
did they
no.
ambush you or not? Did they like come at some point or like just
One came out of a hole, and the other one came out from we don't know where.
Yeah.
Because we were in a different room.
We were
Okay.
fixated on the one that came out the hole, and the other one we have no idea where it came from. It just kind of. was
Yours.
there.
Sorry, what? Were you inside a building?
We were
Yes.
inside the abandoned house.
okay?
For
Then I
Torval and
suggest
I.
slight change to our marching order. Valeria and I go mid, and Torval and Kim, you go in the back.
Torval and I, we encountered them just as we are like currently. Is we were walking through, came to the end of the tracks, I believe, that we had been following.
Yeah,
These
that's right.
seemingly red sort of light just started peering through, and it was whatever they are.
Did the mist disappear once you killed them?
No,
No.
We didn't touch them.
we didn't. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Can't remember. I
No,
can't recall if I missed it or not.
ours didn't.
Okay, I guess we just follow the tracks then, or like just follow towards the mine then, but like slight change to order.
Okay.
I'm okay with that.
For continuing on, you continue on. As another hour passes, you notice that the canopy opens up a bit again. As the underbrush slightly opens up, as in the distance you can see a clearing. A small lake, more like a pond, sits in the middle of it. Within it you can see some critters, as well as a few fish swim about. Though no streams can be seen, and Edgar, you being proficient in, well, nature and spending a bit in nature, this is oddly peculiar. As usually fish don't just happen to be in a pond without a stream. He's not in the wild. You look about, don't see any dried up ditches. At this point you come to the clearing and can see it's approximately 60 foot in diameter. The pond itself is about 20 foot. So, something feels different. A chill along your back fills your mind, as you have a feeling that you are being watched. So, seems to be no one in the vicinity, except for your party members.
Anyone fancy a swim?
I wouldn't suggest it.
Oh.
Point to the pond. I think this may be someone's. It's their pond, and then proceed to point out, as Fabrice just said, that those fish aren't naturally in there. Ryan, I'm thinking I'm clipping into your end. Sorry.
I'm just thinking. So, are we all aware of this? Has
You all
Torvald
noticed
mentioned-
this. Yeah.
We all noticed this. Okay. Can I roll a survival to check for anything around?
What are you specifically trying to look for?
To see if there's any So I know with survival you can check if there's any living or
Like
natural
tracks and
hazards around, or like living organisms around.
Any tracks, you mean, in that case?
Well, like tracks or actual people around. within
Actual people
close
around
to
would be a perception check.
Would that be perception? Then
Yes.
it would be tracks though as well. So
Tracks
I
is survival, and looking for people is perception.
I'm
Okay,
happy
I'll
to
do
also do
tracks.
perception if you'd like, or if the DM allows.
Yeah, go for it.
Please don't. Oh well, yay! It's normal this time.
yeah.
Never mind. I take it back.
Right, and then am I doing survival?
Yes.
Yeah, fancy.
Edgar, you look about and look through the trees. Nothing stands out, which feels strange. Yet you turn to Delanus, and as Delanus is now slightly crouching down to look at any of the tracks, you find a path in the underbrush. A dirt path that has recently been traversed. It's up a bit to the north. Yet, no actual footprints can be made out. As if something doesn't want to be tracked.
Or if something doesn't leave footprints.
Our mission is to get to this mine and scope that out, right?
Indeed.
The metal working place. So, do we want to get distracted with this, or do we want to just carry on? Because I could use spells here, but also, should we just carry on?
You carry on.
Oh wait, good point actually. For Reese, how long have we been walking to the mines?
At this point, it would be about 4 to 5 hours. So you're
Okay,
still on the first day.
Oh.
Okay, cool. I was curious if it at what point in the day it was. Otherwise, we could just if it were nighttime, I could say it's a decent place to rest. However,
A rest in the mist.
I mean, there's some
No.
form of society or something. At least try and hide down in somewhere. But
Actually, it's a 4-day journey, isn't it? So
It is.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, given that we're doing the mission, we don't do the mission because we care about the Lord or whatever. We do the mission to find out more about whatever's going on.
exactly.
I suppose we might as well just check out what's happening here. Maybe find more clues that it's we don't have to do the mine or don't have to rely on that.
As well as I'm now quite curious about who's living out here.
I can find out if they're evil or good, if that would help.
Do you have to see them for
I
that?
thought that'd be beneficial.
No, it's just an aura.
How would we know if we're close enough for the aura?
I don't know, but it's worth a try.
Looks like it'd be worth a shot.
Yeah, sure.
okay, I'll cast detect evil and good.
Okay.
Oh, I have to fucking do it aura. Okay.
No, you don't
Warm
have
up
to.
at the moment.
I believe you can dismiss it.
Okay, I think I have. Maybe.
Okay. You look around you as it lasts for 10 minutes. The pond lights up. As you notice, it is consecrated grounds.
Okay.
You-
What does that?
Sorry?
What does consecrated mean? Like holy?
Holy, yeah.
Okay.
Like it's blessed in a way.
Blessed good or
Best good or best bad?
If it's
I mean-
consecrated, it's usually good. If it's desecrated, it's usually evil.
Oh, okay. Just make sure I might have been consecrated for a death.
That's a
god
good
or
point.
something.
In Fabrice and mine history, I was told I was given a gift. However,
That's how it wasn't.
it really wasn't. It was vampirism in our last campaign.
Lovely. The gift of
Essentially.
immortality. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, my definition of consecrated was just designated for a church, sacred for a church. So might as well be for the wrong church. But yeah, fair enough. So it pings off as good, given the spell.
Yeah, it seems like this is actually holy ground, so hopefully nothing is here that's too evil.
Doesn't feel that holy to me. Looking around
I
seeing the
know.
mist.
Ice, was it just that?
It was just that, yeah.
Okay, cool.
I guess we could take a look into where the person is that tends for this place. You said you saw well-hidden tracks.
There's a warm path that leads down here, but someone's trying to cover their track.
Let's find out, I guess.
Doop-de-doop-de-doo.
Okay, as you follow the path found by the Lanus, it eventually takes you to a small hut. Just about 60 feet away from the clearing. As you find it odd that you hadn't found it with just the naked eye. As you look around, seems to be no one here. Helen? Or Valeria, sorry. You sense an aura of Fae around you.
Okay.
It's coming from within the hut.
I think that there's a fey creature in that hut over there. Do we want to look?
I suppose so, yeah.
We should be cautious though. If I'm not mistaken, Fae can be tricky.
They definitely can. I know that.
Who's good at stealth? Does anyone want to stealth ahead?
Stealth. Did someone say stealth?
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 Some stealthy boys?
Yes.
Emos. Yeah, let's go.
Let's go, the emo boys.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Shadow.
You two guys check out if like anything is like happening there.
Okay, so I have to roll a stealth, I guess.
Nice. We're right, dude.
Let's
Yeah,
see.
go ahead.
Stealth.
Oh, one better.
That's not half bad.
Oh,
The emo boys do it again.
the cloaks are
Right
good for
then,
anything
Ryan.
after all.
Oi.
So yeah, I guess we investigate the thing. Right, we
Okay.
go check it out.
As you venture closer, you tread carefully. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
A what?
Constitution saving throw.
Oh,
Can I
You're fucked.
decline?
No.
Shit.
No.
Should have looked for traps, huh?
Torval, as you step closer, you suddenly feel nauseous as the air of rotten flesh punches your nose as you vomit.
Not very
Edgar.
stealthy.
Can
You're
we
creeping
weaponize
closer.
overused.
Can we weaponize that?
Guys, as the smell of sweets and baked goods fill your nose, you creep up and see that one of the windowsills has a fresh pie standing on it.
I don't trust that spy.
So you sure you're in the right campaign right now?
Yeah, like we are in the middle of nowhere and we
I'm
are
getting
at a
flashbacks.
hut.
I don't like it.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, I really don't like this. But then I don't want to meta.
Mhm.
And we investigate the pie.
You're currently puking.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm Can
Right,
Edgar
so-
investigate.
Because I can see this is on a windowsill, did you
Yeah.
say? Therefore, I should be able to see past said pie into the
Yay.
place. Am I able to see anything?
As you peer inside, you see a tall man, beautiful blonde hair, and two elaborately pointed ears, longer than any elf. As he turns towards the windowsill, you notice that his face is sharp and his eyebrows are pretty large. As he looks at you, nods, and continues to take something out of the oven. He apparently noticed you.
With a stealth of 22.
Well, the guy next to you is barfing, so yeah.
Ah,
Yeah,
it's-
for how long is
it's based on the person, surely.
Like when am I done with the puking?
Well, how much
you
did you have for breakfast?
Well, I ordered a lot.
Ah, shit.
Can I make like an Arcana check?
Yeah, you
like-
certainly may.
Okay. Because this feels rather odd.
It does, really. It does. Ooh.
Smashed it.
As you try to decipher this mystery, you remember that sometimes planes cross over. And from what you can see from the distance and peering into the window. Looking at the man standing inside, just a figure, adding up the pawns that glowed with consecrated crowns. You put two and two together, and figure this might be one of the rifts that people have spoken about. Could you give me a history check?
Me?
Yes.
Everyone?
Just Foying, because
Okay.
at this moment, Foying is trying, Adero is trying to figure out what it
I
is.
know where it is.
If your history is
thought
that
you
low, are you
said-
seeing into the future? Is that what's going on here?
Whoa! You just did the wrong thing.
Adero, as you try to put your finger on it, can't quite pin it down. You're certain people have spoken about the rifts, but at the moment, nothing comes to mind.
So my guess would be something like, if we go too close,
Magic.
we're walking into a different plane.
That would be a assumption that you can make.
Yeah, I think I'm like suggesting that, or like, you know, conveying that to the party. That this might be a place of no return.
When I look at it, does it look like what used to happen with the carnival? What Dorlan used to do?
No.
Okay.
It's not this place. There's just the Feyish aura inside of the house that you can determine.
I think we should move on, guys.
I think so as well.
Likewise. As I'm pulling over a Torville who's sort of half puking, half recovering, I'd hope.
Yeah.
You got the trouble? You need some water?
I do need some water.
Get yourself cleaned up.
Yeah.
I was thinking, oh, you want some water? Then Delanis gives them their
The ale.
water skin. Yeah, it's a water. What?
As you double back towards the clearing, do you want to continue westward?
Yes.
You go past the clearing and head on west. As the underbrush grows thicker again, as the canopy on occasion gives you some sunlight. I need one more survival check.
Right,
Me, sorry.
From
Yes.
anyone who is proficient in survival.
Take this, nature.
Thank you, nature.
Close.
Is there anyone else?
As you continue on leading your party members, you eventually come to a pathway that is slightly covered with the underbrush, but not densely like it used to be. As now the path is clear, heading west. The birds and other insects have returned, as the chirping and sounds of nature fills the air again. A slight breeze picks up as you look above, and clouds pass by, though it doesn't seem that it's staying to give you rain. As you continue onwards, you have about 4 more hours that you can travel. Do you want to press on? Or do you want to take a rest?
I'd say we press on.
Yeah, pressing
Okay.
on sounds
Guys
good.
proficient with survival. Do you think, like, given the terrain here, have you traversed anything similar? Do you think we found any similar cover? Or, like, similar place to like rest?
not sure.
Probably I'm thinking either way we're best off making as much distance as we can to close into where we're heading.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
Um,
Yeah, it's a total of 4 days of traveling, so
exactly.
3-minute counts.
We wasted
And-
time trying to find whereabouts.
For all we know, we might have actually wasted days, given like your experience with the mist and our experience with the mist.
So we need to go as soon as possible.
I mean,
although
could have
we
been
will
a few
need to
minutes
rest.
as well.
but
It seems
we
like the
will need
mist
to
conveys like either time or space in like a weird way.
We'll need to settle down at some point though.
Yeah.
In a few hours maybe.
Okay, as you press on, the path stays clear to you. As minutes becomes an hour and ventures forth into the remaining hours of travel that you can take in a normal pace. Do you want to continue or do you want to head out, bed down?
I'd suggest bedding down as a player of D&D. Just because in the current situation, Mist doesn't seem too friendly. So
Adara, you
want
have
to-
a spell that lets people move really fast, right? Or travel really fast?
No.
Don't you have Expeditious Retreat?
Yes, it makes me go fast for like 10 minutes.
That's what I wanted to know.
Right, let's go. Adara just zoomed.
Bye.
Zoom in.
You got them zoomies!
This is not for people to travel fast, this is for me to run
Yeah.
away from danger.
Run very
hopefully.
What if I am the danger?
I'm alright, because you're with us, hopefully.
Psyche
What if you
thought.
got on his back and then cast it on him? Would you both go really fast?
As far as I know, it's self.
Fine space.
Nah.
Believe it's self-cast.
I have a question for the DM.
Yes.
Quickly. With my strength and like my ability stuff, how many people could I carry at a time?
That's a answer, I guess. That.
I think you would be able to carry 2 people.
2. Okay. Never mind. Then there goes my idea.
3
Well,
if you
running
if you count Valeria.
Ryan, what's your movement?
My movement.
Probably 30.
There. Yeah.
He's
Okay,
8 foot
that's
tall and
fair.
only walks as fast as like
Yeah.
anyone else.
Same as me.
These hoof must not be for walking then.
Hooves were made for what?
They're for
that,
seafaring, to be fair.
Good present, no.
Red
Not for
miners
that
are
as either.
seafaring.
Nancy Sinatra. Ignore me. So, shall we bed down
set
for
up
the
a
night?
camp? Yeah.
Yes.
I'm thinking.
Suppose, yeah.
As you
Do we
start to
wanna
set
risk-
up camp,
Do you want to risk lighting a fire?
Well, everyone's gonna get a long rest, so
I'm thinking we
I presume someone's gonna take watch every couple of hours.
yeah, we'll take
Oh yeah, we
turns
just switch.
watching.
We can try like covering the fire with like our tents in the shadow.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say, yeah, we would just light a fire inside one of the tents.
Yeah.
That's not a good idea.
What could go wrong? Just burn
Exactly.
some more hair off.
Yeah, exactly.
Lovely
I'm
warm
like,
tent.
I'm like grabbing his hair. Like, I understand now.
Sacrifice must be made.
Okay.
Well, I don't mind staying up for the first bit.
I'll happily stay up for one of them as well.
I guess then I'll kneel down and I start a fire with.
I have
Tinder?
Oh no, I'm just.
I have a spell, thaumaturgy.
Tinderbox.
Yeah, I have that one as well. Yeah.
Thaumaturgy would do it.
Mix fire.
Yeah, I just use thaumaturgy and then I use control flames to like make the flame like big and cool and stuff. So like it's a good fire.
As you set up the tents and start to create a fire, the night falls in as an eerie mist once again rolls in. Yeah, it doesn't cover through over your ankle. It stays low. You quickly jump up and look about. Nothing can be seen.
Wait, who's on watch?
Me and Edgar.
Okay.
As Kaim, Adero, Valeria, and Alanis lie down, Torval and Edgar, you take up first watch. During your watch, I would like you to roll me a perception check in order to keep the
Were we
fire
not-
going.
Why are we not doing it individually?
Are you going to do individual watches?
Don't we need 3 people for watches?
You need 3 people in total, or do in duos, depending on what you want.
I think duos might be best, and we
Yeah,
pair
I agree with
Fair enough.
people with like perception, high perception, and like low perception.
I've got a relatively high
Um,
perception.
Yeah. Who's
Mine
low
is
perception?
12.
I'm on 10.
16.
14.
Well,
Hang on a sec, 12.
Let's
It's
just
like-
go in our session 0 groups. Easier.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
So normal perception roll, right?
Yes.
For fuck's sake.
You an idiot.
No, it
I
didn't.
did-
Are
Now
you
you're
shift
watching.
clicking or something?
I am.
I'm just using my mouse.
Fucking 0-1.
Your eyes
We
roll
are-
back.
You're fucked, yeah. You fall asleep.
Torval, your human
Took
eyes
a lot of energy.
without throwing up, yeah.
Yeah,
give
it's like,
out as you start to feel a bit drowsy and you just stare into the fire. And as you want to look about, you notice that looking at the fire wasn't probably the smartest idea at this point.
Yeah. Same with the big breakfast.
Yet luckily, Edgar next to you,
Okay.
fixed perception. Nice. Looks about and keeps watch for you. Edgar, during your watch, nothing in peculiar happens. The occasional birds fly away. As an owl hoots. Other than that, it's relatively quiet as your watch passes. Who would be
Am I waking
taking
up now?
second watch?
I will.
Wake up, Kaim.
Yep, me and Kyle.
Budgeon. I'm heading off to bed now. You'll watch. Torville already fell asleep, so good luck.
Very well.
As I fall into one of the tents.
Okay. Kaim and Alanis. The forest doesn't scare you, though the occasional hoot of an owl throws you a bit off guard. Could you please roll me perception checks?
Go team.
We win D&D.
As you sit at the campfire, you look about into the forest on occasion. As a shadow catches your eye. As you look closer, Delanis, you notice that it's just a fox. It's just strolling about and disappearing back into the underbrush. Your watch eventually passes, as it is relatively ease that makes you feel comfortable where you are. Feel free to wake up anyone who's next.
It's only natural to wake up. Mondero and Valeria.
And I fall instead of lie down with a massive bonk.
Bump.
Just on the way down.
Does the ground vibrate, like around this?
It shakes a bit.
No biggie.
Okay, do we have advantage on the perception if you have dark vision?
Nope.
Oh. Do we get advantage if we like dim the light in some way, like the?
No.
Okay.
As you wake up, the occasional hoot of an owl catches you off guard. Though the hooting dwindles down as soon morning comes. You take up positions for your watch. Would you please roll me perception checks? Valeria, you woke up still a bit drowsy from your night's rest as you just rub your eyes and try to slightly wake up. There are you being a bit more vigilant. You look about as you notice a shadow. Shadow of a tall man towards the east. And as soon as the shadow notices that you have seen it, it backs out into the forest and disappears in the darkness. Suddenly, and after a while, the chirping of the morning birds, well, keeps you awake, as eventually it wakes up the rest of your party members, as daybreak is here. Slowly but surely, one by one, you wake up. As you notice that Ardero and Valeria sit down at the campfire. Seems that nothing has happened during the night.
I like to think Edgar wakes up, gets out of his tent, goes over, sort of greets everyone, says good morning, sees Torval still at the campsite, still sort of falling asleep. Runs over to Torval. Torval, we're being attacked! Wake up! Wake up!
I just like wake up scared, looking around me, and then. Yeah.
And that's what you get for sleeping on a watch. I turn around and carry on with my morning.
I walk past you, Matty, and I walk past Edgar, and I was like, "Do be quiet."
And this is what wakes me up, and I get up and just stare across and just stomp my foot once, just glaring across at them.
I turn.
Anything of note happen through the
My
night?
apologies, still honest.
Saw like a shadowy figure just disappeared once like I saw it and like they saw me. Might have been like some animal or some shit. Hard to tell. It's been dark. Misty. I didn't see more like usually like dark vision, did I? Nice.
Sorry, what?
I didn't see more like the character. Just like shadowy figure, right?
The figure looked like the tall man you saw. At least it had the posture of it.
But no red eyes.
No red eyes.
Okay, just make sure, yeah. Saw a shadowy figure, but no red eyes. So figured nothing happening yet.
Rant. And I sit by the dying fire and eat a ration.
Okay.
Same.
Yes, same.
Breakfast.
I just I woke up, of course, so I'm just gonna sit by the fire. Eat a ration.
I go around and collect the rations before we eat them and cast prestidigitation on it to make it taste better.
Okay. As you not looking forward, biting down on hardtack and, well, water, you bite down on the hardtack. It oddly tastes good. Surprisingly good.
Chef after all. It's even warmer as well. Just putting it out there.
It's like a Pop-Tart now.
Warm tag.
And make it,
Boiling is at this point.
I can make it moist as well if you want.
That's too far. Please no.
Or I'd like to politely request that you don't.
A moist Pop-Tart?
I never
like
had
it
a
dry.
so no.
Wait. No, I don't like the idea of that.
Just double checking in your head.
How do you take a long rest again, Ice? I've done it before. Oh,
So-
never mind. I found it. Hit Ice.
Cool.
It's all good. Fixed it.
As you finish up your rations for this morning, you pack up the tents and clear out the campfire. And I assume you head west on the path.
We do.
The path still visible takes you, well, west towards the mountains. You now, surely but still in the far distance, can see rise up. I will not in full detail describe this day, as nothing of interest happens. As you eventually bed down again, do you want to once again go through the entire watch, or do you want to carry on?
Who had the best perception again?
Edgar.
Does anyone else have like above 12?
I think everyone has 12 except
That's 13.
Yeah, it
Mate
seems that way.
and yeah.
I have 10, yeah.
Okay. You have 10. have you?
Yeah, I think maybe you
Better
should
than
pair
me.
like the 16 and the 10 and then like the 12s.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, that's what I would have suggested other.
Were you the one that spotted the figure, so it didn't end up mattering? But yeah,
Just better.
the luck of the
Wow.
draw, luck of the roll.
Gotta happen at some point.
I require in that case one check from Mate, having the highest perception.
Woo.
Yeah. Couldn't script it, could you?
Oh, the ice, the thing did the thing again. Can I reroll?
No.
No, it didn't even.
They're trying to make me guilt into one.
Well, we're paired in pairs, right? So like everyone else needs to roll.
I
in,
just
so, like,
need one.
Oh, okay. It's a 10. It's fine. It's average.
The night passes.
That's a perception 16.
But we're like on watch. I tell Matty. I like the joke. It was fun. Like the waking up. Like someone let me know. I like make the ground shake or something. Okay.
Yeah, for sure thing.
Kind of like it's like bonding. So.
Friends.
I wouldn't go as far.
The full night passes as you each take up your watch, yet nothing happens during any of your watches. You eventually continue on westwards, towards the mountains, and towards this supposed abandoned mine. During the day, you notice that the amount of animals in the area have grown. As on occasion you see not only badgers, also the occasional rabbit, And at some point you even stand still as you see a large creature on all fours, covered in hair and feathers, and a head of an owl. As it passes by and continues deeper into the forest.
Did we all see that?
You all see it.
Yo, guys,
It's
what was
hard to
that?
miss.
Guys, what was that? Anyone with like
Yeah.
danger?
Fabrice, you said head of an owl, but you didn't say what the body was.
Yeah, it's just
quick.
huge.
It's
Covered
Is
in
it,
feathers, but
huge.
also an owl, just a really big owl.
It's
Okay.
covered in hair and feathers.
Survival person.
It will
I'd
be a
say
nature check.
yes.
I have a suspicion. Oh, good thing I'm.
Yeah, that's what, like, you know, and any nature
Proficient
boys?
in nature, you can roll
Nature
for it.
people?
Wait, so do you?
I
you
think
say
Matthew's a
under
player.
roll?
Oh, so missing that one.
That's okay.
Sorry, what was that,
Matthew's a
Alanis?
player.
Do I roll survival as well then? Because they said about survival.
No, it's nature.
Nature.
Oh, it's nature. Okay, never mind then.
Yeah.
Have fun.
I think Matthew as a player might know what this is. As well.
Edgar,
Yeah,
Brandon
we all
knows
know
what
what it
this
is.
you
I don't know what it is.
You recognize
Yeah.
it instantly,
Aw.
Edgar. This is known as an owlbear. Vicious
yeah.
creatures. Yet, on occasion, and in the wild, if you leave them alone, they're rather tame. As you just witnessed. You continue on.
Well,
I did like a lot of
happening-
EXP. Just asking.
Bro.
I'm so glad we do not do XP. I'm so glad we do not do XP. Because I just know that you're going to murder hobo everything
no,
at that point.
no. I'm joking.
I wonder why there's so many more animals than normal, and also why were the fish all out of the pond as well?
I'm curious as well.
We're further away from civilization. That would be my top assumption.
Could
But
be.
there's more animals than normal even. I don't even mean in the city. Does anyone have a high nature that wants to maybe figure that out?
Edgar, you noticed that this area used to be high traversed by the people of Drywater, but due to a spike in bandits, as well as a give me a history for this one.
True as well. Oh, that's what I get for popping out my character sheet.
I don't know why it's broken
do
like
I.
that.
Reload.
Um,
See, it has
but-
its pros and its cons. This.
Yeah. It's new software. Help.
Mhm. And how- Dev team, where are you?
You remember that at some point in time, a rift opened up nearby that allowed for more animals and creatures to wander into this plane, and thus spiked population of animals as the villagers of Ryward have made it clear that animals close will be hunted, but past a certain point in the forest, animals will be left alone.
I relay this to the group.
Well, that
Speaking
explains
of
it.
hunting, do we maybe want something like rabbit tonight instead of like rations?
I guess that depends on if we encounter one. But we shouldn't focus if we have rations available to us.
It's true.
Logically
we have a lot.
thinking.
Do we see any animals that are like
That's an
edible?
owl bear.
There's
Yeah,
a
let's
few
kill that
birds
bear.
flying around. As well as rabbits are quite common at the moment, especially since they skidded away from the owlbear.
I'm nudging like the archer dude. I wanna see who shoots the rabbit first.
Bet you a copper.
Yeah, sure.
Yo.
So, how do you roll this?
Archery mini game. Let's go.
Well, I don't have a bow. I'm just gonna firebolt it.
I need you to roll an attack roll.
Hmm.
See if you hit the armor classes. Oh, you hit Adero?
Okay. I wasn't sure if we were...
I guess it's a higher roll gets like the rabbit first or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess.
But it gives us 2 rabbits to eat, which is really good. It's gonna roll with advantage again. I'm gonna call it
Very
cheats.
I would call cheats in that case.
I'm trying to find how to pop up the combat HUD, but the icon's not letting me because I'm on the main screen.
Yeah, you need your token for that.
So, how would you suggest me rolling this?
Go onto your character sheet and
Mhm.
go to your inventory,
Mm-hmm.
and then click on the dice when you hover over your longbow.
Sorcery.
Easy.
You both hit a rabbit, though Adero hits it first.
The better.
Oh, we said first. Look, mine even comes pre-roasted.
I was gonna say, yeah, yours is gonna be tasty.
As Adero produces a half-singed rabbit.
Overdone it.
You have one, Edgar, that has a clean shot through the neck and could eventually be skinned for its pelt.
Nice. I recover the arrow.
Okay, noted.
Wait, you already down one, right?
It's,
For, like,
it's
shooting one
slightly
in
it's
the
slightly
miss?
bloody.
Exactly. This is why I need to keep track.
Oh, it's bloody. Wait, hand me that.
The arrow
Like,
is bloody.
Yeah, a clean arrow. It's like that.
Why, thank you.
There you go.
For 2 rabbits.
And as you continue your path, you eventually come to a place where you can bed down and cook your rabbits.
I'd also like to point out I hand Adero a copper.
Okay,
Yeah, I put them down. Cheers. Good sport.
good to know.
Well played.
Well, I assume you cook the rabbits.
Most likely.
I seasoned them with
Yeah.
my fingers.
The
Just
rabbits will. 2 rabbits will help you to fill up for tonight, as well as half the party for tomorrow. Considering you have a minotaur with you.
Yeah, it was like with the 8 feet minotaur for no. Okay, it's big bunnies, I guess.
I mean, I was about to
these
say,
are
can I roll
decent
an
rabbits.
intimidation to make sure that I actually get some of this fucking rabbit.
I assume at this
these are
point they will
wild.
give you the rabbit.
Yeah, but I want first choice. Like, I want that one cooked in this way now.
I think after your rations yesterday, how I may taste them, you're happy with anything I hand you, okay?
Don't tell me what to do, boy.
No, I'm just putting there. You can choose the rabbit, or you let me divide it up and make it taste good.
You know what? You do whatever you want to, sweetheart.
There you go.
I just can't be asked arguing with you.
Okay, you cook up the rabbits. You do not use any of your rations today because of it, and only half of the group has to use their rations tomorrow.
Don't mind being one of those ones because I'm tiny.
As eventually you come to nightfall, I would like everyone in this case to roll me a perception check. So I'm going to see if it's better determined if we do group checks instead of singular checks.
Mashed once again. Damn.
Nice, yeah.
Just good.
I'm missing Edgar's.
Sorry, can't do the performance. Just want to point out.
Yeah, Kaim.
Oh.
It's,
Oh yeah.
Sorry to be that guy, but
I'm pretty
Anyway,
sure I
here's
could click
Wandle.
Perception. Anyway.
yeah, basically.
Horrible, are you okay, buddy? You're really
Oh,
not
just-
having a good day,
Not
are you?
okay. I am not okay.
Okay. Perception.
just passed out. Sorry, I
As-
thought it was just passed out.
As the night passes, nothing happens during the night and during your watches, as eventually daybreak is there again, as you are met by the chirping of birds and the noise of insects. I assume you continue traveling west, as we are now on to day 3, like correct?
Do we need
Madam?
to long rest then?
If you have spent anything, so you don't have to do long rests if you haven't spent any of your.
Can we just to get into the habit? Because I guarantee I will fucking forget.
Yes, you can
Perfectly
do it
fine.
to just get it into the habit.
Okay, it's for recovering HP spell slots.
Yeah,
Is that it?
abilities.
Or besides, like exhaustion as well.
Yeah.
On today's travel, I'd nudge Edgar again and go like, you know, like do something different, Jay. Like I hand him like a dagger. You see, like who like gets the rabbit with the dagger, like throwing it, I guess.
The dagger.
Mm-hmm.
If Edgar wakes me up again, like in a needless fashion, can I challenge him to a duel?
It's just...
Edgar does not. Yeah, Edgar takes the dagger. Deal, I guess.
Alright, throw it. Just like normal attack roll.
Sorry, what are you trying to do?
Trying to throw a dagger at a rabbit to see like who gets the rabbit with the dagger.
That would be an attack roll, yeah.
Okay.
Welcome in my world.
I'm trying to work out if any
throw the
proficiency.
dagger.
That's what you get
and
for telling the Minotaur what he can and can't eat.
You
Well, the rabbit
release
eats
it at the wrong time as it plunges down into the ground.
Oh,
It didn't hit anything, it's just in the ground.
I pick it up again and go like, oh, this is one of the daggers I got from like the dead weird guy. Wait, let me throw like one of my own, and throw another one because you know like, when I kill the rabbit anyways,
Okay.
right? Wait, actually, you rolled yours because you know maybe you hit yours with
Okay.
like the second shot as well.
Fabrice, would it be D20 plus strength for me? Can you how?
You have a dagger?
I do not own a dagger, I don't believe. I own short
Well, I
sword,
just handed him
longbow,
one.
scimitar. That's the thing.
It would be a d20 plus your proficiency bonus and
It's a dex weapon.
dex.
So
Yeah.
Dex weapon. Ooh.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to bond here. I'm not trying to win, but you know.
Yeah, fair enough. So proficiency bonus plus dex.
It's like 1d20 plus 2 plus 4.
Oh.
Oh.
As you as you release the dagger wrong, it plunges into the dirt as your second dagger you already handed to Edgar. He throws it at an eagerly fashion in a way that only people who have trained with throwing weapons or shooting weapons can do, as it hits the rabbit clean in the head.
Walk
You throw a
over,
second dagger at Darrow, and you hit another rabbit.
Okay, but he sees that I also can like throw a dagger.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
cover it, hand back the dagger. Well played. Have my hand open palm.
Yeah, I give him the copper back.
Got my copper back finally.
I clean the daggers.
Okay, and you have 2 extra rabbits for your rations, which will last you another 1.5 days.
after Ilana's was like complaining kind of yesterday, I make sure to like actually cook like an extra bigger portion today for them because like we got like half, like it's like but so we only ate 2/3 of a rabbit yesterday.
Yeah.
You ate 1.5.
2/3 of 2/3 of both rabbits, right? Like
Yeah, because if it's a day and a half worth of ration.
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah. So
Yeah.
like we got like 2/3 of one rabbit left and and 2 rabbits. Yeah. Okay. Like Dilanas, them they get like a bigger portion today.
Okay. And as you press on, the lush, natural.
Word in.
Make a nature roll.
Right, okay, here's a dragon.
Oh fuck! Here, man. Fuck.
I seduced the dragon.
Nah.
We all seduced them.
Is it the color of a gold coin by any chance?
No, this one is copper.
Oh, nice.
No, this one's a dragon.
Electrum.
A ruby.
Does it also want to touch my horns?
Only 16-year-olds want to do that.
Oh, ice! What are we doing?
Apparently touching a dragon.
As you continue on through the natural underbrush and canopy of this forest, you spend your time watching the mountains close in on you, as you can feel the reach just there. As you come to think, after this day we have 1 day left of travel. You, Adero, are known with how to force march, as you would be able to make it there within 1 day. But it would take some stamina to pull through. It is now up to you and the party to decide if you want to do it in 2 days or make it 1.
Fuck it, let's get exhausted.
Yeah, like time is the essence. So
As we found out before as well, I can carry 3 people, including Valeria. So if people do get tired, done. Easy.
4 tents, 3 people.
With a force march,
Hey, listen.
with a force march, you will fail the Constitution check. Because you will be force marching, instead of 8 hours of travel, you will be traveling 16 hours in order to get to your destination.
Do we know how long it's been? Like by tracking the sun or something? Did we lose any time in the rift?
No,
Yeah,
you
like
didn't lose any time.
We track the stars,
Okay.
yeah.
Again, that's
sure.
our own
The
perception.
sun is the star forming,
It
actually.
could be different to everyone outside the forest.
So. Okay.
I think that's also why we need to
You didn't actually go
If,
through the rift though, you were in the vicinity of a rift.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. I mean,
I feel like, fuck it, let's just do it.
Let's just
Push it.
get
Yeah.
there's a
stay
downside to it.
over and
Like,
done
okay.
with.
Yeah, sure.
You're going to force march?
Yeah.
Okay. As you press on, you, as a group, decide to try and make it in 1 day. I'm going to need a constitution check from you in order to keep up the pace to make it in 1 day.
Or
It will be a
Saving or-
check,
On check.
a con check.
From everyone.
From everyone, yes.
Where is this?
Understood.
I've lost it.
So if you
On
go
the-
to your
the
main...
left.
Jesus.
Yes, on the left, it will be underneath dexterity.
Okay, so tools getting carried.
oh, why? Why? It's just not my day.
Me and Gwen got-
Thank you.
Oh,
Thank
no.
you.
You
Oh
press
no,
on.
no one can carry the Minotaur.
I mean, understandably, with like the hoofs, it's probably like very, very hard to like march for like very long.
Can I
time,
turn around and stomp home and just leave him?
You press on a forced march towards your destination, as you notice that Torval and Delana start huffing and puffing after about 10 hours of walking. Yet there's 6 more to go as you press on. Eventually you come to a clearing on the edge of the mountain as you see a cave going in and rail tracks going into the cave's mouth. However, Torval and Delanis, you do suffer 1 point of exhaustion.
Exhaustion. 1 point. With...
1 point of
Be sure to
exhaustion.
update it on your character
Damn it.
sheet.
Yeah, I was like exhaustion and I saw it in the character sheet.
Yes.
Underneath the 3 resources and death tools.
Where do I put this? I can't see it.
So on your attributes tab,
Yeah.
there's resource 1, resource 2, resource 3.
Yes.
It's underneath those.
Is that advantage on ability
Single point.
checks? Oh god. Fuck is gonna fall asleep and like his watch
Doesn't it-
again.
Does it affect speed at this level? I can't remember.
No, only at 2.
Ah, cool.
Level 2 with speed halved.
This would, if I'm
It's just
correct,
ability checks.
yeah,
The
ability
DM
checks.
screen on
Yeah,
my screen.
only that.
Yeah. I will put you all on the map quickly.
While you do this, am I able to use my acrobatics? Because I'm proficient at acrobatics, that every time I go to fall over exhaustion, I can roll out of it and then cause momentum. Are you sure? Because I've got fucking high acrobatics for a big boy.
I mean, you're dexterous, strong, charismatic,
You do. I
mighty.
know.
Yes.
I am just
Sorry.
a god that apparently can't walk for longer than 10 hours. That is exactly
Fair
what has
enough.
happened here.
You only have a +2 for your con.
I think I was the highest though.
Crazy.
I got a +3.
You've got a, you've
As-
Gee.
Got 17 in con.
As the night sets in, you find yourselves on the cave's mouth. As I will switch over to your view.
I don't think we're we're exploring the cave today, no. We're tired at this point. If you continue to
Yeah, we
do
walked
stuff.
for 16 hours.
Yeah.
Wait, so is it right that I only have this small circle around me?
Yeah.
At the moment?
Yeah, I got a 5 foot from me.
Okay.
I have 5 foot as well.
What kind of ping?
Do we see how how many
Hold click.
holds?
Okay.
Oh,
I would make a campfire here.
You want to make a campfire there, okay?
Just for light sakes and
is it maybe an option to investigate if everything's safe, who went in there? But
Ooh.
is that an idea, Ice?
Give me a second.
Ice is doing magic.
Yes.
Sorry, just give me 1 sec.
Yeah, sure.
I cannot move. Is there a reason for that?
I have the game
In the
paused.
16 hours of walking, your legs really hurt.
No, I do not
My
have the game
leg.
paused. You should be able to walk.
Yeah, I can walk.
Mhm.
I can't drag myself for some reason.
Oh, weird.
Oh, you can use your arrow keys.
Yeah.
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 Dragging doesn't apparently work.
Oh,
For me, it does. I can
works
drag.
for me. Likewise.
Oh. That's really interesting.
We've hacked the
Um,
system, guys.
But there is a fire there.
Thanks. I would suggest we
Oh.
just camp for the night. We put 1 tent here where I'm standing.
Oh yeah.
To block the light going into the cave. And then we like set up a watch. Like we have 2 people watch on night watch anyways. One watches the cave entrance, the other one watches like into the forest.
The abyss.
That's cool.
Into the abyssy.
I beg your
Not
pardon.
Oh my god.
Thank God White isn't here.
Yep.
Okay,
Gorgeous, like-
as you set up your encampment, who's going to take first watch?
I am gonna redeem myself this night.
Mhm.
Yeah, make sure we split the 2 exhausted people up.
I will join.
Oh yeah, shit, I'm exhausted. I am maybe not gonna do a redeem myself.
Me and Ardero again.
Wait,
Who's taking
I'm not
first,
proficient in like numbers, but like just all like in character, I would say like looking at like the 2 like very exhausted people. How about you take one of those 2? I'm like looking at Edgar.
Yeah, no, fair enough. Outside of characters.
So a quick note, to get rid of a point of exhaustion, you need 8 hours of consistent sleep.
Okay, so like you take one of those and they actually don't stay awake.
They can't just do middle share.
No, it needs to be consistent.
Yeah, it's fine, it's fine.
Get a lay in, I don't know.
Well, I presume we have to maybe stealth in here. And I don't know how my exhaustion is gonna affect my stealth throw.
I mean,
It's fine. It's fine. You just sleep. Kame, what's your perception?
12. Oh, my passive perception's 12, yeah.
Oh, I can happily do a shift on my own.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You guys
You do one of your own. You do one on your own. Do I need to rest, Ice?
Yeah,
Or
you
like
all need
assist?
to rest.
So long rest.
We'll get exhaustion.
Okay.
You will all get an exhaustion if you continue on, yes.
Yeah, no, we're
So
all
a long
resting.
rest, right?
Yep.
It's a long rest, yes.
It's long. Okay.
If I would like only sleep for like 4 hours, let's say, would that work?
Wait, if I
No.
do a long rest, does that mean I get to take away the exhaustion points?
Yes.
Or?
Yes.
Nice.
Okay, so I take the long rest. and
Exhausted,
take
no
an-
more.
Yeah.
Yeah, those that are exhausted,
But
it's
both
highly
of you-
suggested you take a long rest.
Yeah, but both of you can't. Both of you can't take a watch. That's what I'm asking. So I guess.
And some technical aspect of it. If you look on your tokens, those who were exhausted, there's a symbol there. If you right click on your token, go to the
Yeah.
middle part on the right, like the middle button, the one with the aura, and click on the highlighted yellow eye, it will remove it. Those
Wait,
are
wait,
the
wait.
exhaustions.
I am still. Oh wait, that's. Oh here. Okay. Yes.
I mean, are we there yet that that you can't remove them? we haven't, like-
Like
Yeah,
plan the
not
rest.
yet, but
Yeah.
I'm just making sure that
So-
they know where they
Yeah, just give
find
them
it.
like the.
I'm
So
gonna put the effects back on then.
okay.
I was going to say, because it hasn't.
Yeah, at least I
we
know how it
haven't-
works now.
You
we haven't
haven't.
technically
Yeah.
reached.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
asking.
okay.
Couldn't
Like
throw.
Lanas, you also need the exhaustion back.
For now. It's
Yeah.
just so you know where you can
Ooh.
find it.
Yeah. Okay.
That's where you can find multiple status effects, by the way.
Okay.
Who we're going to take
we
first
take?
watch?
I will take first watch.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we give Edgar the middle watch where like the night is darkest,
Yeah.
and then Valeria and I take like the last one.
No pressure, Edgar.
Then I
I-
assume who? Okay, again, who's going to take first?
Me.
What?
Okay.
Time and
I
We're just
believe
staying
it's fine.
alone.
Alone, yeah.
okay, Kaim
We have
alone?
two people.
Cool.
We have 2 people sleeping, and we're like 4 people. It's like
Please.
As all of you bed down, Kaim, you stay awake.
Yep.
The night grows dim, the fire keeps roaring, and gives you some view around you. Could you give me a perception check, please?
oh, smashed it. Let's go.
Nice.
Oh,
You
Hunter.
look about and hear the occasional hooting owls. Which languages do you speak?
Speak
In-
owl.
Infernal.
From within the mine, you can hear voices talking in a language unbeknownst to you. Yet they seem to not be reacting to the fire outside.
Also, just to make sure, I said we put a tent, so like there's no light
Yeah.
coming in. Like, okay, sure.
As your
Well,
watch passes, nothing happens other than the voices.
Edgar, your turn.
I wake up Edgar and I'd be like, it's your turn. Try not to make any sound whatsoever.
How come?
There are voices in the cave.
Voice.
Yeah. Language that I don't understand.
Nice. I would like to listen out for said voices.
Give me a perception check, please. What languages do you speak?
Thieves can't common, dwarvish, elvish, goblin, undercommon.
You do not recognize the language.
Oh well, I'm sure it's nothing. Get some sleep.
Must be the wind.
They're just saying their shopping list.
Wait, Matt, can I get that list again, please? Sorry. Okay.
Thieves can't common, dwarfish, elvish, goblin, undercommon.
Okay. Well, thank you.
Gotcha.
That's fine.
I mean, I'm asleep, so it doesn't make a difference to me, but I just wanted it for...
You know, well, that's the thing. It's if anyone were to wake up, they just see Edgar whispering in different languages into everyone's.
Trying to
Less in the corner.
guess which one it is.
Yeah. Do you want another perception for the night watch?
Yes, please.
It's a shame. Oh, thank fuck. Oh god. If I jinx myself, it's fine.
Take your time and sit down and look into the forest. As you notice a large creature pass by out in the darkness. The size of a bear, though the beak looking like that of an owl. It glances into the direction where you're at as you notice the glistening of the fire in its eyes. So it turns away and walks off in the distance. Other than that, your night watch passes without any weird occasion.
I'll close up a book I have been reading, and I'll wake up. Was it Ardero on the last watch?
Okay.
Yeah, I think Valyria as well. I'm not sure. I'm like, hey, all time.
Whoever was on the last watch, I wake them up.
Okay, I don't nudge her. Like, you know, gently shake her shoulder.
Okay, I'm only joking.
And as you wake up, Edgar, you bed down again for the night.
No.
As the night passes, you look about into the forest. Could you both give me a perception check, please? You both pick up on the voices inside of the mine. What languages do you speak?
Thieves can't common, Elvish, Sylvan.
Common, Draconic, Elvish, Infernal, Undercommon.
Adero, you recognize the language.
Is it Draconic?
It is Draconic.
Oh no.
Okay.
Though the voice itself sound draconic, you barely can make out what they are talking about. Though one word stands out. I have to look into my notes.
Lucy.
One word stands out.
Pussy.
A name. Erosmir.
Aerosmith.
How do you smell that?
Aerosmith.
Aerosmith.
Aerosmith?
You can close your eyes.
A-E-R-A-E-R-O-S-M-I-I-R.
I'm just gonna type down Aerosmith.
Same.
Fair enough.
Don't wanna close my eyes.
Eyes.
Don't
Don't
wanna
wanna
No, Twitch copyright, please no.
Yeah.
Because I missed my watch.
Okay, so like, DG, my character being my character, and his history with dragons, he will go closer to the entrance of the cave, and will try to like fully try and listen to like what's happening.
I need another.
Fuck, I already rolled like an
Perception check.
18. What do you?
This is you trying to focus and listen. You listen in, and more words you pick up. You pick up the words Edismere multiple times. Lord. As well as darkness. And housing.
Okay, yeah. I'll tell that to Valeria. I suppose I couldn't like recreate the sounds that I hear with like Minor Illusion or something to like
I
hear
believe
that better.
Minor
Please do.
Illusion does that.
And act it out as well, please. Fine.
No, I'm saying like can like recreate them to like listen more intently, like you know,
Yeah.
like it's like I can hear
You
better what
can-
they're saying.
You want to recreate the voices to Valeria, right?
No, I want to recreate the voices next to me, so like I can like you know listen to it again to like maybe like hear something again. I don't know.
It repeats
That's
the
not how
same
D&D
words.
works.
Okay, so okay,
Yeah,
no,
no.
okay. Was worth a try. Okay.
No, not a bad shot.
Okay. Yeah.
Darkness and housing. I don't know what that means. Do you know?
Well, I mean, no. I suppose it's nothing good. Rather odd though that like some random creatures speak Draconic.
Unless
Wait.
it's a dragon.
Do I recall? I spoke to. We spoke to the carnival guy, right? He spoke to us in like some weird language as well. Did we both understand it, or did only I understand that?
Can't remember. Was it Infernal? Might have been Infernal.
No, that
No,
I'm.
because I speak Infernal and no, I
Oh
don't.
well, you didn't hear that guy. I'm just asking, like, did we both understand the carnival guy, or like was it only me?
Can't remember, to be honest. I
What-
don't know
what
which
Valeria-
one you're trying to talk about at this point.
The big boss guy, whatever his name was, that I couldn't remember back then. That I obviously can't remember now.
He spoke in common.
Dolan.
Dolan spoke in common.
In common.
Oh, okay.
Even when
Okay.
he was big final form.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just making sure that like, I just knew we talked to him, and I swear you had his role, like had his like not role, but like speaking language. But yeah, okay. Yep, sure. Can't do anything with it.
Eventually, your watch passes as daybreak sets in. And it starts to become light again.
I one by one wake up the party.
Actually,
Think that's the only other Aerosmith song I know. It's one word.
It's crazy.
Wait, could I cast prestidigitation on Torvald to like make it seem that he saw it himself in the night?
you want to do what?
cast Prestidigitation on Torvald to make it seem like he salted himself in the night.
We now know who the butt of the joke is in our group. Okay.
Make a
Literally.
make a stealth check because you're casting this out in the open. And I need a.
He's sleeping. He's exhausted.
I know, but the rest is waking up.
Well, no, I first.
Oh, you want to do it in the middle of your watch?
No, I can just do it like before they wake up because I'm in task to like wake them up. No, because I'm awake. They aren't.
You can wake them up if you want to wake them
Okay,
up.
it's fine. It's like it's... maybe it's too early for that.
But
Just let them know
both
it.
Torval and Delanas can now remove their exhaustion. And she can gain all a long rest.
Ooh.
I think I already did it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I already did. Wait, let me check.
Everybody jump the gun.
Did I already do this? No, I didn't. 14 minutes ago. No, I don't think I did.
Yeah,
Right.
14 minutes ago, long rest. And I did one as well.
No, okay, then I'm good.
I mean, I don't think I have.
If
to
you do a long
one.
rest, does it automatically remove exhaustion?
I
Nice.
already did it, man. Like for myself.
Yeah, when you take a long rest, it automatically takes away 1 exhaustion. At least it should be.
Just curious, yeah.
Oh, the Minotaur got the zoomies.
Alright, he'll wear himself out in a moment. Zoom.
Moving that fast.
Right, we eating our rabbit and going in this cave then.
Can we like,
Munch.
you know, like what's it called? Like bind some cloth around the hoofs of the Minotaur so we don't have like a clopping sound in the cave.
Genius.
You
Put
mean
some
like
shoes or something.
giving the Minotaur boots?
Socks, not boots.
Socks,
Yeah.
okay.
There's house slippers.
I mean-
hang on, let me check something quickly.
He's looking at your HP.
He's gonna slap me. Like,
Wash you
No,
like
no,
a bug.
Do I roll a stealth check to see if I can do it on my own first before you try and put socks on me?
If you want to
what
try
a
and be
plan.
stealthy, you can certainly do that.
Yeah, give me the bastard socks.
I'm just like looking at like the railings and like the card thingies. Like, there's no way. Like, I mean, we could probably go mix out anyways because like we're just such a big group.
To be fair, I'm doing group stealth at this point. I'm not going to have you individually ruin
Okay,
a group stealth.
Oh, we're not
So
doing
you all-
individual
yeah,
stuff,
you-
right?
You all roll stealth, and it balances
Oh, it's
itself out.
Unanimous, isn't it?
Yeah,
Makes sense
and
then.
a natural 1 counts as 2, and a natural 20 counts as 2.
Can't wait for
Are we doing this right now?
What
Are we
is
going in?
my deal? God damn.
What are y'all? Oh no, guys!
Oh,
Oh wait,
Why
no,
am
no,
I
no,
rolling?
mine was
Why am I
dead.
rolling now like a god, and y'all are like rolling like shit?
I-
Couldn't done this like the other way around,
The
and like
sad thing
the.
is that stealth is like my main thing, and even that I'm failing.
That's fine. We got like a 1 anyways.
Ice.
Yes.
No chance that one of our secret spells I could use to help benefit the group.
It only benefits 1 person.
I know, but as you're doing averages, I mean,
It would cancel out the net 1.
like to cast that spell then, please.
Okay. Go ahead
Describe
and cast
what
the
it
spell.
looks like and what you
Yes,
use,
please.
please.
So, BS the shit out of this. So, as we all just have a look over at Kine, the poor little sausage. I put my green hood up on my cloak, and with you can hear sort of a tear from within the cloak. The black strip of fabric cloth is revealed. Has some odd chanting you can't understand the language of. Starts to sort of quietly echo throughout sort of our general area. You see this sort of white and black outline of sort of smoke starts to unveil this black cloth. And suddenly, again, Ice, as you're doing this as averages, I'm not sure how it affect, but either myself or the group go slightly quieter than they are currently.
It's you at this point, but it counts upon your roll.
Yeah, it goes a bit. Echo goes a bit quieter than they were prior. Within talking, and like, you can see he's having to shout to actually talk to you guys.
That's fine. Wait, do we gonna get daylight on the map?
You have daylight on the map.
Mm-hmm. That is.
Wait,
do you want me
it's
to
like-
roll for that, or
That's kind of.
do
Is
it?
that how it works? It's really silly. Like, I can't look past the tree stumps.
Those are trees. You're not
You
able
can,
to
like-
look past a tree.
It doesn't show the entire tree; it just shows the stump.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it just
but
shows
that's-
the stumps.
God,
I mean,
ruining my immersion, guys. Jesus fucking Christ.
It's fine. The map isn't that big after all. We don't need to sneak anyways.
Yeah.
I tell the party that I heard draconic in the cave, and I tell them about them saying Lord Aerosmith Darkness Housing. Aerosmere, Darkness and Housing.
Are you looking to possess
Okay, we'll find
someone?
that album.
My guess is as good as yours. I assume they're like praying towards some like evil dragon, or like conveying with like some evil dragon, or like talking to like some evil lord or whatever in draconic for some reason. But like we clearly, you all heard the whispers in the cave, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
I did.
Well, the people who were awake, so they were talking the whole night the same shit. It might be like some chants, it might be like some weird praying. There is a chance that they don't know yet that we're here, and there's a chance that they're like in prayers, like in some like. Do we still hear the voices?
Oh yeah.
Okay, yeah. So like we might have a chance to like actually sneak up on them, and like maybe I can hear more once we get deeper into the cave.
Nice. Any chance they've got exhaustion because they didn't sleep through the night?
You don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, so like I would suggest we just move into the cave and like be very very quiet as
What
possible.
we do? Did we establish, because apparently some of I'm pretty sure you said it wasn't all completely, like you couldn't tell exactly what was being said. So is there a chance of it having a secondary language in there as well, or like a crossover, or was
No,
it
it was all draconic.
It was all draconic, right? Okay, cool. Okay.
So like I suggest we like sneak in there and like we like stop every now and then, and I try to listen if I can like make out something more.
I mean,
Very well.
sounds like the best plan we've got so far. I'm not against it. I'm happy to follow.
Well, you're saying follow, but like I think
Well, I
you
mean,
and Lana
you're-
probably should go first.
you're the person that can understand what they're saying, so
Yeah, but I'm also the person that will like
Can I roll a strength check to pick him up and throw him in first?
who are we talking about?
First, they can understand the language.
Okay, yeah, thank fuck, yeah, sure, by all means.
Oh, that was the randomest question I could have gotten.
Yeah, most brilliant.
It would be contesting against their own
And also wait, also armor class, right?
armor class and with a disadvantage.
Oh Jesus.
Also, can we not just do that? I am not the most. You could tell I can cast spells. I have a sword. I'm not prone on using it. Me going first
I
is not the
look
best
at
idea.
these guys, I roll my eyes, and I just walk in first.
Fuck.
Like you tell me like how deep and like how long we go until like
You
I
can
can make like
come
a
to
knowledge
this
check.
spot.
I just closely follow him.
Actually, you can get to that spot, and then you can pick up the voices again. even better.
Perception check.
Yeah, go for it.
Advantage at some point, or like some, or just normal.
It will just be normal.
Okay.
Actually, no, it would be advantage. Yeah, sorry, my bad.
Continuity
So roll again.
I just rolled twice. Yeah.
Continuity's sake, I've got my bow drawn already.
Yeah, my sword.
I grabbed the dagger.
Let's go. Okay, you pick up the conversation, as you make out two voices, though only one continues the conversation. Right, yeah. So, look, here's me. Actually made us houses. It was really good. Now it can work. Like that.
So the better I can hear them, the like worse I actually understand them. That's cool. That's all. They've been saying the same shit the whole night, over and over. Just one sentence, gibberish.
That was the last
That's
one.
all.
That was the last sentence.
Nothing
now
else.
It goes quiet.
Shit. Okay, let's kill him. I guess we continue like sneaking forward. Yes.
Probably.
Okay, you can get to that ball.
Going toward the back because again, I have a bow and arrow.
And that's where we
Quite
have
dark
to stop.
in here.
It is dark in there, yeah.
Yeah, I see stuff. Wait.
Can't I like grab a torch or something? I think I have like a few.
If you have a torch, you can grab it.
Okay, I'm gonna do I
For
like
those-
use torch?
Right. You don't click on, you click on use torch, and then you right click on your character, and then above your character token you have 3 buttons. One is toggle light spell, one is toggle lantern, and the right one is toggle torch.
I have
Yes.
a question. I have an idea of what is lurking in this cave. I want to
Okay.
work out if Edgar would, and therefore if we should use torches on them.
But if I like click torch and then I get the
Yeah, you're right,
just
like-
information.
Wait, I see stuff now at this point, right? So like we would stop.
And Edgar, you can use. What are your favorite monster types?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've got those.
Definitely what's in this cave. We don't need to know the name of it. Just it's
Yeah,
that.
just forget next time you ask. If I recall, I went for. Okay. It's undead and something.
I think you went for humanoids.
Yeah, for some reason that isn't a choice in the list I've got on my thing, but sure.
I mean, humans are monsters, no?
Generations, beasts, celestials, constructs, dragons, elementals, fae, fiends, giants, monstrosities, ooze, plants, and undead.
You can roll me. Ooh, I think this would be an intelligence check with advantage.
Guarantee this goes to shit.
Odds on. Guess what? It rolled it with advantage automatically. So I'm just that good.
As you start your deduction,
Basically, this was based on what?
what was the monster you think it is?
So from what Ardero had said about the language they're speaking, along with the fact that they're in this mineshaft and whatnot, I'm suspecting kobold.
You deduced that correctly.
Therefore, if I remember correctly, they've got dark vision. So if we light a torch, we're likely to show where we are coming from.
Hey, I can already see one of them.
Well, that's the thing. I'm blind as fuck because I'm human.
Okay. Wait. Like, so they probably see me as well, right?
If you can see them, they can probably see you.
Okay. Wait, okay.
I can
ho-
see them.
So
I'm an
therefore-
Ardero.
Okay,
As
wait.
you look
I'm
at the
casting
kobolds. Hold up. As you look at the kobolds, you notice that parts of their scales are crystalline. As if parts of what they used to be just normal scales are now set in gemstones, but like they're growing from their skin.
Okay. I'm casting thaumaturgy
Mm-hmm.
to make my voice 3 times as loud as normal and
Okay.
booming. And I speak Draconic to them
Okay, what is
in
it
a
you're going to say?
booming voice. I mean, do I need to like? I'm typing it, I guess.
Good point, actually.
Yeah.
A
one
very
second, one second.
decent reason I like Foundry is because in text you can select the language you're speaking and it only appears
Yeah.
as that translated. It's such a cool mechanic.
So you should be able to switch to Draconic and type it in
Yeah,
chat.
I'm doing it right now.
Oh, nice.
Ah.
And as you say that, in a booming voice, in Draconic, you hear back,
Fuck yourself.
"The ghost there!
Oh.
Who's there? We saw elevate in a speed. Where you at? Come forth!" As the 2 kobolds step out of where they were. That is where we're going to leave the episode.
You are.
Quickly, were you actually speaking in Draconic then, or are we just like semi-deaf?
No, I was. Who goes there? I forget the rest.
I didn't even hear that. I
Oh.
watched Foying literally, like, his whole
Yeah.
body was confused
Yeah,
at you trying to talk.
Boing just sent something and something triggered.
Yeah,
and
well,
they reacted to
the person
Foying.
that should be able to understand this, and Foying looks more confused than the fucking rest of us.
Well, I told the fuckers to come forth, and they tell me to come forth. Like, what the fuck is that shit?
That's not confusing.
They just
Tell
copy
me.
what I'm saying.
That's not confusing.
Anyways, I will switch back to this. Thank you so much for being here. We appreciated that. This was, for me, a fun first session. I'm hoping that every single one of you enjoyed it as much as we did. I don't think we'll be going into a raid.
Oh,
we know anyone that's on?
I've just literally just sent you someone nice.
I don't have my Twitch open for Dicey Mayhem.
Oh, okay.
So I can't do the raid. That's why I'm
Can you-
saying.
Can you not see it through your chat on your OBS?
No, because my chat is connected to my own server, on my own
It
channel.
changed. Never mind, ignore me.
It doesn't change because I need to change stream elements and it takes time and
Yeah,
it's,
it's okay, don't
it's a
worry.
complete
My bad.
hassle. Anywho, thank you so much for being here. We really appreciated it. As I said, this first episode will be on YouTube. So if you're not following YouTube yet, and or if you're not able to fully have seen the entire episode, feel free to drop a subscribe there. Even like the video when it gets to that.
Follow all the other socials.
Yeah, follow all the other socials. If you do exclamation socials, there will be a link tree guiding you to both the YouTube, to the Instagram, and the TikTok. So feel free to drop us a follow anywhere you can. Once again, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciated it. I had fun. I hope every single one of you had fun.
It's
And
great.
This was great.
More confused now than when we
Thanks for
started.
DMing.
Bless your
That's D&D,
heart.
yeah.
that's D&D for you. We will be
Yeah.
back
Dandy.
next week.
Next
Same
week,
time,
baby.
same
bro.
day, with more goofy fun, and who knows where this will go.
And
So,
pussy.
so
Same
same
pussy.
time is what 6:30 BST, 7:30 CEST,
Yes.
etc. I forget the rest of the time zones.
Yeah. Thank you so much for
I see
being
what
here,
you and
Gus.
your
Thank you so
role
much for being here, Kat.
Uh,
Boys, thank you so much for hanging out. Anyone who has left, thank you so much. Thank you so much to all these lovely people who want to be a part of this. And
Thanks for you for signing up and
you for
inviting us.
DMing.
Yeah.
thank you.
Beautiful man.
Thank you so much for Bruce.
You
It's-
get big
You're
kiss.
welcome.
Just because stream
Danny.
can't see this, Danny has just rolled 3 times on a
Yeah.
D10 and got a 9.
They
and
can
now
see it.
1,
They
Yeah,
can
stream
see
can
it.
see chat.
Stream can
Dreamcast,
see chat.
man.
Oh, well, fine.
Finally. He needs to
We're
smudge
just
some
getting the
sage
bad
sticks
rolls out
around
of the
your
way.
house.
It's fine.
Who, me?
Yeah. No, Danny.
Oh, Danny. Okay, fair enough. Thank you so much. Have a good night, have a good afternoon or evening wherever you are, and may the day be beautiful. I bid you farewell. Bye, everyone.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye.